welcome back. It is us, Dragon's Greed Gaming, and you are joining us here for episode 17 of our Warhammer 40,000 Wrath and Glory campaign, our actual play series, Mork's Madboyz, where we are green, we are orcs, and we are starting to build up a little WA. Before we dive into that, though, as always, be sure you stop by the Facebook and give us a follow. Stop by Spreaker, where we host the podcast. Check us out on YouTube and give us a subscription there, sub to the channel. And check us out on Apple Podcast or iTunes, and leave us a 5-star review to help us build and grow the channel. All of that helps as we enter the new year. This is our first session in 2023, and we've got plenty of things planned, lots of cool stuff coming, but we need to get it out to more people, and you can help us with that. So a like, a follow, subscribe, review, whatever you got, it all helps. We appreciate every bit of it. And if you're the type that wants to support us financially, consider checking out our Patreon. We've got a couple different tiers you can join. You can get some monthly artwork from Kyle. You can get early access to our weekly episodes and even get access to our monthly Patreon-only Warhammer Fantasy actual play series we have going on. And that's got some interesting things about to happen, so definitely check that out. But support us however you can. We appreciate it. Whatever you feel is worth your time. And if you don't have a couple coins to toss into the Dragon's Horde, I understand completely. At least gas isn't $1,000 a gallon anymore, so that's nice. But it's expensive world out there. So just a thumbs up or a like here and there is a big help too. Anyway. Why don't we do our round table as we always do? Tell us who you are, who you're playing, what your objective for tonight is, and how'd your New Year's go? If you've done anything exciting since then, if you're into New Year's resolutions or any of that nonsense, just let us know. So we'll go top to bottom here in Discords. We'll start off with the Frog.
Hey, this is a Frog. I'm playing Edaka again today, and my goal is to cause a unnecessary but helpful explosion, as I often do. So hopefully I can actually get this one. New Year's went well. The charcuterie board went over pretty popularly. Everybody loves prosciutto. Just like very fancy ham. But I guess this week I spent some like Christmas gift card money on Cosmic Odyssey, which is an expansion to the old board game Cosmic Encounters, one of my favorites. It just has a bunch of crazy junk in it.
Which one is that? Because that sounds familiar.
Cosmic Encounter is the everybody has little like 5 planets with little spaceship discs on top of them, and you flip a card over kind of blackjack style against your opponent or like high card style against your opponent. High number wins, but everybody has these crazy alien powers that change the rules of the game, and hands of cards that like have special things that cancel powers or add numbers to one side, and you play in a big group of like 4 to 6 or whatever, and invite allies in. So like people are sending ships onto both sides, and it's this whole back and forth race to whoever can win 5 battles without receiving setbacks.
Gotcha.
A classic game. I think the original was made in like the 70s.
Oh wow.
Or something, but it's been reprinted.
For some reason it sounds familiar, but I don't think I've ever played that, so
really?
I can't really comment. No.
You must. It's
I got a whole fucking fucking closet of board games waiting to be played, man. I got so many on the docket. Just keep piling up. One day. One day. Wonderful. All right, and then we've got Kyle. You're up next.
Hello, I'm Kyle. I play Grave Scorcher. I like to burn stuff. New Year's, I was in bed before midnight. I don't really do New Year's. Resolution, same thing. Boo. And as for objectives tonight, I have customized a piece of war gear, so we'll see how that goes.
Excellent. All right, how about Sean? Let's hear from you.
Hello, I'm Sean, and I'm still playing Peppa MD until his untimely or tragic death, whichever happens first. New Year's, just hung out with a few friends, nothing too big. And we didn't do anything crazy, so just kind of hanging out, watching movies. I saw Glass Onion, so that was
Oh yeah, we watched that last weekend. Great
really,
movie.
really good. Yeah, I liked the first one, and I actually like this one better. So, if you're a fan of Daniel Craig, check it out.
What do you mean what's the first one?
The first one is Knives Out.
Wasn't it Knives Out, a Glass Onion? Isn't that like the whole title?
Yeah,
Is there
so it's
another
Knives
film?
Out. Yeah, so Knives Out is the first one, and then Knives Out, a Glass Onion story or whatever is the second one.
Oh, I did not realize there was a first one. Okay.
Okay, definitely check it out. It's another one of those interesting.
Is
sort
it
of
about the
mysteries.
same? Does he play the same character?
He does,
Detective?
yes.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I see it here. Yeah, on YouTube or Yahoo. Yeah,
And,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I love the cast. Anything with what's his name? Ryan Reynolds. I really like him. So that's good stuff. Or I'm sorry, Ryan Gosling, was it? Whichever
Ryan
one it
Gosling was not in that movie.
I haven't seen Glass Onion, so I can't say.
Edward Norton was.
That's who it was, Edward. I'm sorry. They look. Those three could be brothers, man. They look similar.
I agree with the first two. I don't agree with Edward Norton,
I think so.
but that's okay.
But good stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. We watched. What else did we watch? This weekend we watched a Netflix movie called The Pale Blue Eye with Christian Bale. He's a detective back in like the late 1700s. So it's like colonial era muskets and cannons. And he ends up having to investigate a series of murders at a military academy, a U.S. military academy in New York. And one of the cadets there is Edgar Allan Poe, who kind of helps him out with the case. And it's got some pretty grisly, dark stuff. And as always, Christian Bale crushes it. And it's got a great, great ending, too. So I really recommend that. I believe that one's a Netflix movie, so usually they're pretty good with that. And then we also watched this new horror movie called The Menu, which I think was on HBO Max, and that was really good too. So I recommend both of those. Excellent films.
Nice.
And last but certainly not least, we have our war boss.
Good evening. I'm Eric. I play Loktar, the commando turned war boss, who's finding out he's not quite as sneaky as he'd hoped to be. Yeah, New Year's went pretty well. We did our charcuterie board on New Year's Day instead of for the night. But yeah, just quiet at home with the kids.
Yeah, our listeners should know that our chat was bombarded with charcuterie board pictures and
Meat and
regaling
cheese.
stories. Yeah. I didn't have one myself, but they looked really damn good.
We were able to live vicariously through them.
It's
Great.
true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Wonderful. What's Loktar's objective tonight?
Force a Grotz to do his bidding.
Okay.
Would be easy
Excellent.
enough.
Yeah. Cool. Excellent. Well, I am always, or as always, I am your GM, the Great Unclean One, and I have been rather productive and busy the last week or two. I finally finished reading through the Blade Runner RPG core rules. Really excited to get that started. I started watching a couple episodes of old school Cowboy Bebop. I've been on a bit of an anime kick the last week or two. Have any of you guys seen the anime film Redline?
That's the racing one.
Yeah, yeah.
I've only seen clips.
Dude, Redline fucking rules.
Yeah, I've been seeing clips in some videos on YouTube, and I was like, I want to check this out. And it was available to watch for free, or at least on demand it was, and it was awesome. That was really cool. Yeah, that was good. And then I was like, I think I want to watch the live action Cowboy Bebop, but I'm like, I'm gonna go back and watch the animated series because I haven't seen it in so long, and I've never seen it its entirety. So started watching that. That's pretty cool. I finished Aliens, Colonial Marines, and the DLC Stasis Interrupted, and I have to say now, after playing through the whole game, it does not deserve the horrible reputation it gets. Now, I did not get this game when it came out. I got it last year on a Steam sale for a couple bucks. So if you're a person who was burned at launch, because I think this is kind of like a case of...
It was definitely not good at launch.
Yeah, it's one of those games where they promised everything. It was supposed to be a AAA game, and it's definitely not a AAA game.
Yeah, it wasn't just like it wasn't what it was advertised. They falsely led people to believe through screenshots and video that it was one thing, and it was not.
Well, my guess, as with most disasters like that, it's probably because of the higher-ups and not the people that made the game. So if you happen to be listening to this podcast and you helped make that game, know that the game was fun. I enjoyed it. It felt like it belonged in Aliens. And if people shit on you or your game, tell them to go fuck themselves. The game, at least at this point, was interesting. The main game wasn't anything to write home about, but it definitely wasn't the worst experience I've ever had. And the DLC was awesome. Getting to hear Lance Henriksen and Michael Biehn reprise their roles, fucking awesome. Yeah,
Very cool.
And getting to hang out with Hicks for the whole DLC was a blast. So, yeah, good stuff, man. And like the legendary weapons you find, like Vasquez's smart gun and Frost flamethrower and like that kind of stuff, and like the dog tags and the audio logs, like they definitely tried. So it was cool. Can't speak on the multiplayer. I don't think I'm gonna be playing that, but yeah, that was cool.
I'd be surprised if there's anyone playing that multiplayer.
Yeah, I don't even know, right? Like, who knows? I finally started playing the DLC or the new DLC for Back 4 Blood. What is it, River of Blood?
Yeah.
I got one level left in Act 6. I just played it on normal, just to try it out first. And it's fun. The levels are all cool. There's one where you go through like a museum. You go through like it's kind of like Last of Us 2. There's a space exhibit. There's a dinosaur exhibit. Some good stuff there. It was pretty cool. I feel maybe an homage or a shout out maybe that is to Last of Us. So that's been cool. Speaking of Last of Us, the show starts next week on Sunday. Yeah. Can't fucking wait. Oh man,
Pedro Pascal.
That's gonna be baller. What else? Oh, nearly done with my color schemes for my Chaos Warriors. I got 2 of them finished. The other 2 I've been kind of messing around with. So I got 4 color schemes to show off to you guys. I think I've narrowed it down to the 2 that I like. So it's basically just refining and doing a scheme that isn't going to take ages. But really happy with how 2 of them turned out. I've been using Duncan Rhodes' new paint series. And they work out all right. So yeah, tons of stuff going on. Lots going on. But I think that's it. So why don't we play some Warhammer 40,000? That'll be fun. Maybe.
For you.
Yeah, let's kill everybody, as always. Well, alas, we left the tribe to boyz, had been shot down on the planet of Telesora's Bliss, the pleasure world in the Virgo system, where they thought they'd come to do some light raiding and looting. Unfortunately, they have found a planetary defense force that seems at least somewhat competent and armed with a variety of vehicles and weapons. After having your dropship, the Madboyz module, shot down, you retreated to the nearby forest, waiting there throughout the night as they sent some sort of buggies and transports to track you guys down. When they did not fall for your plan to lure them in, another Valkyrie or Vulture gunship showed up and started tearing the tribe apart, at which point you guys basically started to retreat and hide, and eventually decided to try to make your way to one of the nearby cities through the cover of darkness. And you made it there. Unfortunately, much of the tribe is exhausted after pretty much a full day of fighting without much rest, and Loktar decided to try to set up a kind of like a landmine bouncing Betty trap with his stick bomb and tried to lure some of the guards out. Unfortunately, as you got the tribe in position just on the very edge of their sight lines with their spotlights and searchlights, someone has spotted you, or I should say the guards have spotted you. The alarm has been sounded, and the sound of weapons being primed has begun. So that's pretty much where we are. Any questions about any of that before we start?
No.
Okay.
Nope, seems pretty straightforward.
All right. Well, in that case, let us dive in here. At this point, the alarm is sounding from this checkpoint that is an entrance to the city. There's an alarm blaring like a weather emergency or air raid warning siren. Or, if you prefer, like a Silent Hill siren. Long and droning, as you see lights coming on from nearby buildings and lighting up the fence at, 10, 15 feet increments. A couple more searchlights are thrown on, being pointed in your guys' direction, and you can see that there's a little bit of activity from inside the checkpoint that you guys are near, the gate entrance. You can see a couple soldiers inside moving about, clearly getting ready for what's to come. And you can see that on top of the checkpoint, there's basically like two like gun emplacements, and you can see soldiers up there getting the weapons ready and pointing them in your direction. What would you all like to do?
And there's no real cover nearby?
Nope. You are pretty much in an open, grassy field.
Pretty much effed. Is that what you said?
With very, very slight hills. Nothing more than that.
How many searchlights are there?
There are 3. There's one on the top of the checkpoint in between the two gun emplacements, and there's one on either side, on the left and right of the gun emplacements.
Okay. Can I multi-shoot? I think multi-shoot takes salvo, so I don't have that. Can I shoot one of them?
Yes. You are currently... Let me check our range here.
I was gonna say, I think you can still multi-shoot without... Well, it depends on what kind of weapon it is, but the salvo rating allows you to use the multi-shoot salvo option which eliminates or reduces the penalty for using multi-shoot by the salvo rating. Because otherwise, it's like for each target that you add, all targets get +2 defense.
That sounds about right. Okay, well, I'm not gonna try to figure out precisely how far away. We'll say at this point you guys are at long range with your weapons.
Long range. Okay.
So I
'Cause-
assume that's not throwing range for stick bombs.
No, because I'd imagine these are pretty potent searchlights. They probably have a decent range. You guys were right on the edge of it. So you guys would be at like long range for any of your weapons, unless you decide to move forward. And we'll kind of keep it narrative with movement. We won't worry about yards and stuff. Just more like increments, long, short, medium, that sort of thing.
And I don't know, maybe I missed you saying this. Did my stick bomb go off yet? On my timer?
How long did you set it for?
15 minutes.
Probably not. Because your boys got spotted as they were creeping up towards the edge of the range of the searchlights. So, no, you guys are still getting in position. There's probably still a couple minutes before it goes off.
Okay. Well, I would like to multi-attack the right and middle searchlights with.
All right. Well, why don't
Mount
we do this? Everybody, go ahead and roll your initiative. Let's just get that on the board here in case we need it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ooh.
That was a
Look
good
at
roll.
you.
Yeah, Peppa's off to a good start with a 5. That's 5 higher than some of the other rolls he's had.
It really is. He's coming up in the world.
Damn.
Don't worry, Loktar, I've been there, bro.
Wah, wah. All right, let me just put one of these guys on the board and give them an initiative
all
for
right,
now.
boss.
Okay, Peppa with a mighty 5. That's really impressive for the orcs. What you got?
I am going to multi-attack at the searchlights.
Okay, so you are at max range,
Right,
which
so
I
that's a
believe
+2.
gives, and then it's another +2 for doing a multi. Are you shooting just 2 of them or all 3 of them?
We're just gonna start with just 2.
Okay, so +4 DN. So we'll say it'll be DN 7.
Okay, so
Matt, do you know if the multi-attack, do you make one attack roll? Or do you do them individually?
Every additional attack increases the defense of every target by 2. Must use the same weapon. You can't shift. Roll damage once, and apply the result to every target hit. And I guess also roll the attack once.
Oh,
wow, an
Wait,
awful roll. So
complication right
I'm-
off the bat.
yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that. 8 successes.
Okay.
Complication. Dropped weapon.
Dropped weapon. Okay. So I'm sorry, Matt. Does he make multiple attack rolls?
I don't think so. I think you just roll once, and every target gets.
After the first.
Yeah, Each-
let's-
every additional attack. So your first is 0. If you target 2, it's +2 for everybody. Let's use the same weapon. Can't shift. Roll once, and
So then
apply the
the-
result to every target hit.
The DN7 would, because if I just shot one, it would have been DN5.
Let's see what the example shows here in the book.
Yeah.
Rolls to hit each target in turn. So you have to roll to hit each one.
Ah, shoot.
Yeah.
I guess roll damage once only means damage.
Yeah,
So,
so,
okay.
so you roll to hit each
Multi-attack.
target individually, but you only have to make one damage roll. So roll damage on the first damage roll here, and then roll to attack the other.
Even if I can shift on the second roll?
You can't shift when you're multi-attacking.
Oh, alright. Well, then it doesn't matter. Damage. Only 12.
That's pretty low for Mountain Thunder.
That's because I'm not getting any of my bonus EDs.
Yep. Okay. Well, 12 damage with AP 1 and all that good stuff. That'll definitely take out a light. Unfortunately, the gun rips out of your hand before you're able to shoot the second shot, and it drops to the ground because of the kickback. So you're unable to shoot the second the second target this turn.
Rip.
But one of them goes up. Which one did you shoot first?
Probably the far right one, because he was just going to pepper along the line.
Okay. I see what you did there. Scorcha.
Okay, so which of those embankments did he hit? The right or the middle one?
The far right.
Far right. Okay, so I'll go. Would I be able to hit him with the Burno from long distance?
No, you'll have to get closer for the burnout for sure.
Okay, would I be able to charge to a distance to do that?
No, so we're gonna say you guys are at long range.
Okay.
A single move action will move you one range band, so you'll move from long to medium. So if you take a run or what's the other one, a sprint, that'd be all you're doing this turn, but you can get
That's
a
the
lot
one
closer
thing.
this round.
Gotcha.
I believe it's sprint, right? Isn't that the one that lets you go like triple?
I think so, yeah.
I believe
yeah.
so. Okay,
Let's see.
so no to the flamer. What about Scorch
We'll do
off on his?
I'll do this since you guys are on the map here. We'll do it this way. Let me spread you guys out a little bit. All right. So we'll just the PDF trooper will represent the distance. So long range, medium range, short range, and then engaged. And if you were to, let's see. If you sprint, you'll move triple your speed, but that's all you do this round. So if you sprint, you can get to short range.
Okay. What if
Of
I?
course, if you're the only orc who sprints, you might be the only orc that's right next to them too. So
Right.
The only orc to die.
Right. I do have a rad pistol. Would I be able to move anywhere to use that? The range is 18 on that one.
You'll have to get to at least long range. You have to move up at least a little bit to be in range for that.
Okay. But would that be a full turn movement or and no matter
nope.
what?
Just
Oh,
a
okay.
regular move.
All right, I'll do that. Do you want me to move to that space that you highlighted?
Yeah. Well, just move forward. Just
Oh,
one space.
Okay, boom. Okay. So, yeah, so I have a red pistol. Let's see if that works. And we will target that dude.
Okay. What's the range on the Scorcha?
The range on the rad pistol is 6, 12, 18.
What
So
about the Scorcha? Or the Burno?
Oh, the Burno is shit, where are you? Where'd you go? That is 4, 8, 12.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you can shoot with the pistol from here.
Okay. All right, so I will target and shoot with the pistol.
Are you shooting one of the soldiers or one of the lights?
One of the lights.
Okay, so it'll be DN it'll be DN 5 because it's +2 because it's at long range.
DN 5. Okay, I will use a wrath.
Okay. Burning
There we go.
Wrath right off the rip here. Okay, roll damage.
8.
Ugh. What does Rad do?
Don't know. Let's get to the page. Red. The dangerous radioactive materials fired by these weapons irrevocably damage flesh. Yeah.
Well, that's not going to help shooting a light.
No.
You do hit it, you damage it, but the light is still on. It's
Okay.
flickering a bit, but it'll take more. This is like the bat signal, like
Yeah.
searchlight. That's how big this thing is. So it's probably a little reinforced too. So you do hit it, but it doesn't give you the effect you're quite hoping for.
I get you.
Head hack. Oh, are you exhausted?
I am.
Oh
What does
boy.
that do?
That added a bunch of like f ups to my roll. Like I'm just tired. Let's see.
So on your turn, you can only walk or crawl.
Oh fuck.
Perform a basic combat action or fall back. So you can only move or shoot. You can't do both.
Okay. Well.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess a quick follow-up question is that normally that happens if you run out of shock, and you can make it go away by recovering shock. But if you get exhausted from a source other than that, we need to know how to do that. Is that like a long rest sort of thing since we're tired?
Yeah, I mean, you guys at this point you'll need to do a rest because it's from such a long day of activity and not having a chance to rest. So, yeah, you would need to rest, or
So there's like
I'd let you spend a wrath to get rid of that.
To get rid of exhausted.
Yeah, I mean that's not something you can normally use wrath for to get rid of a thing, but I think spending a whole point of wrath to get rid of a single condition is more than enough.
Okay. How do you want to reconcile this then?
I mean, if you're gonna spend the wrath, then you don't have to. Otherwise,
Okay.
you can either move or shoot. I mean, you wouldn't be in range to shoot, so
Okay.
unless you move,
Okay. Well,
your choice.
I'll have just moved then, and then I guess I'll use the wrath to unexhaust.
Well,
and
you can
then
use if you're gonna use the wrath, you could use the wrath before you do anything, and then do a full turn.
Okay.
So we can, if you're gonna use the wrath, we'll just count it as that. Okay.
Okay.
So you are good. Head Hacka is next.
all right. I'm also exhausted, so I think from my point, I was gonna just launch a grenade towards the one of the remaining spotlights.
Stick bomb.
Like from the custom Mega Blast, the
Oh, okay. Yeah,
explosive.
go for it.
And
Long range, so it'll be DN5.
long range. Wait, what's happening here? 5 and 6 because I'm wounded. Cool.
Ooh, a critical.
Nice.
Nicely done.
There we go.
Start building up that glory pool.
No shifts. Throwing damage in.
Okay, which one are you shooting?
What do we have left? The like center and left?
Yes.
The center one, I guess.
Okay. And what's the size of the blast on that?
4?
So that's what, 4 meters in every direction?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, this is a main gate to a city, so the explosion's not going to hit anything other than the light. But that light is totally trashed. Just vaporized. Leaving just the left-hand side one. boyz are up next. And Loktar, it looks like they are in a state of confusion and panic and not sure what to do. Yeah, that light is fucking going.
Just wanted to see
Especially with the critical.
what the critical.
So I'm gonna have them take a. Let's see here. Well, they don't have much in the way of resolve, do they? Mm-mm.
Sluggers probably can't shoot, but could shoot us if we have any shooter boys.
Okay,
Although I
currently,
can-
this round the boys are just completely confused and like disorganized. They don't do anything this round other than, they're shouting, they're running in every direction, they're exhausted, so they're not doing anything this turn as they are just totally out of it. You can see indecision crippling the ranks. At initiative 2, the PDF troopers are up. And you hear the sounds of 2 autocannons open fire. And begin ripping through. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. They don't have autocannons. They have missile launchers.
Even better.
Yeah, better.
Clearly, they're going to shoot some frag missiles. And, yeah, basically just targeting the horde. You hear them from above shouting, "Greenskins!"
Can't see them, though. The horde is invisible.
All right, one of the missiles goes spiraling into the distance. The second shot. Boom! Orcs go flying in every direction as the explosion tears through, killing a whole group of them. However, it has not hit any of you. Loktar to finish us off at initiative 0.
All right. Can I use my turn to rally the boys and get them like back in line?
Absolutely. I'll need a leadership test.
All right. And we said my blood axe gives me +2 to leadership, or rank bonus to leadership. Yeah.
Yeah, it was leadership and stealth, right?
Yep. Okay, so rank is 2.
Okay. 8 successes. You didn't need that many. You can shift one of those for glory if you want. And you can shift the other one towards the test.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. What do you say? How do you get him back in line? What do you do?
I am going to take my slug off and just like fire 2 shots at the line, at the watchtowers,
Okay.
and yell out to the boys, "The fight's this way.
Okay.
This is
Dig
what
it.
we've been waiting for."
I thought you were about to go commissar on the orcs.
Me too. I execute Peppa.
Yeah. I go commissork and kill the 2 nearest orcs. Tell them stop running. Okay. Well, that definitely
missed
gets the
opportunity
orcs.
there.
Yep. That gets the orcs. You want to rule by example, not by fear. Ruling by fear never gets the job done. It just breeds resentment in all your underlings. That gets the orcs' attention, and you hear a wah go up through the group as most of them, well, pretty much all of them, begin to turn and, in their tired, exhausted state, begin charging the lines. However, you can tell they are worn out. As we get into round 2, Peppa, you are up. 1 spotlight remains.
I'm gonna pick up me gun.
It's there.
Sorry about that. Now, I spy with my little eye, and I'm gonna shoot that one too.
Okay, the last light.
Yep.
Okay.
So DN5.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have the talent that lets you fire the heavy weapon?
I just have the strength to wield it.
Oh, okay. You're good then.
Yeah, I upgraded my strength as soon as I got the weapon.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. And a critical.
Oh, okay.
Shift. I'll shift for glory.
Okay. Look at that. 2 glory out of 1 roll.
Absolute dumpster roll.
Oh, you still got a
Wow.
critical too, though.
Yeah.
Appalling detonation. Okay, well that makes sense. As you hit the light, it goes up in a small mushroom cloud and basically covering this area in darkness, other than some of the warning klaxons that are flashing at the checkpoint. But the field that you guys are running through goes dark, and you can hear shouts of panic and confusion from the soldiers up on the line. And yeah, that's going to cause some problems. Well done.
Can I use a glory to make it hit additional targets within 10 meters?
Absolutely.
All right, and then I'll use a second glory to make it so to make all targets suffer +1 wound.
Okay, yeah, just dump it, babe.
Okay.
So blah blah.
All right, let me do this. Let me put another token out here so we have one for each.
Ow!
One for each gun emplacement. Okay, so you hit the left one. That was the last one. And that does additional target within 10 meters and +1 wound. So you do a total of 13 damage AP1 then?
Yes.
Okay.
No, they take 2 wounds, so whatever, 14? 12?
Oh, I'm sorry. The critical hit affects an additional target. Okay. So the critical effect is 2 wounds, plus an additional wound, so 3 wounds.
Where is the missile launcher group near the the lights?
Yeah, I have to. If they. Yep, they did. Okay, so they get hit. The one on the left, the one embankment, they get hit. They take a total of 3 regular wounds.
Nice.
2 from the effect, and then 1 from adding an extra glory. And then because they carry explosives, they take an additional D3 mortal wounds. So please roll that.
Nice. Let's see. /R 1d3. 2 mortal wounds, or 2 regular mortal wounds. Yeah, 2 mortal wounds.
Okay, so that's total of 5. Okay, well, you see that your chain reaction engulfs the entire left-hand side gun emplacement. Another explosion goes off. Oops, hold on, these are linked. I gotta unlink those. And that one is down, left as a smoking crater.
Phew. Good to hear.
So yeah, this guy is dead. Let me update that. This guy is not dead. There we go.
It really does sound like Thunder Boys.
Scorcha, you're up.
Would I be able to reach the other machine gun or missile boys and shoot them with the Burno, the heavy flamer?
No,
Oh,
because
no.
you can only move 1 space. Oh, you're not exhausted anymore.
No, because remember we worked it out because it is a heavy flamer. I would need to spend my movement to set it up with the leg.
Plus, because you're on the left-hand side here, only the right-hand side one is open, so it's still probably pretty far from you.
Yeah.
But you can get closer to the wall. I mean, you can move diagonally too to move closer towards the other one.
Okay. Is there any targets I can pick at from here?
No, the only thing that you can see currently are the other soldiers up in the other emplacement.
Okay.
Beyond that, one of the so the way the checkpoint is set up, so you have the walls of the city, obviously on either side, and then the checkpoint is in the middle. The checkpoint consists of a big ass gate, which is currently closed. It looks like when it opens up, there's like 2 lanes, one to go in, one to come out. And it has the classic like railroad crossing bars that come down to block the path. And then literally like on the right hand side, which would be, I guess it'd be 1 on each side, you can see like literally a checkpoint, like a structure, and there's a window that you guys can see that looks out through the wall down out to you guys. They can see, and then it's kind of like a big ass toll booth type structure. 1 on either side. So you can see in the window there, and you can see, because obviously there's lights on in there, you can see soldiers running around and obviously trying to do shit. And then above the gate, the wall has been built in such a way that you can walk along the wall and continue walking above the gate. So there's like a battlement that's been built that bridges the 2 sides of the wall over the gate. And on top of that battlement above the gate is where the central spurt searchlight was, and both missile launcher emplacements. And then the other 2 searchlights, they're not actually on that battlement, they're actually on the left and right hand wall. But again, it's 40k, so it's massive, and these gates are meant to fit, not that you've seen any tanks, but they could fit a tank through them. So or I guess 2 tanks, one coming in and one coming out. So it's fairly wide,
Okay. So I think Scorcha would then take the opportunity to start, heading towards the wall, because if he's closer to the wall, that means people can't shoot him from the wall.
Yeah, you don't see any other soldiers on the wall itself. Like, there's not guys guarding the wall other than the checkpoint. and you don't see anything else on the wall other than, there's lights intermittently every probably like 15 to 20 meters. So they're fairly spaced out, just enough to give just a bubble of light to light everything up now that it's on, but you don't see any other activity other than what's on the checkpoint.
Okay, so and the gates are pretty much between the two
Yeah, basically.
guys there.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I think what Scorcher would do would be like to run and hoof it to like the wall here, and then
Okay.
shuffle over to the checkpoint area.
Okay. Yeah, you can make it to the wall this round and start shuffling. That's not a problem.
So yeah, you just basically shoulder tackle the wall,
Okay.
and then be really confused why the wall didn't fall down, and then start shuffling along.
Yeah, you could move up a space too, so because you're against the wall. We'll just assume the wall's in this line
Oh,
right
like-
here.
Okay,
So-
yeah,
Yeah, so you're against it right now.
cool. And yeah, that
Alright.
would be his deal.
Okay. Head hacker, you are up.
Cool.
I guess
I
you
guess-
could with one more too.
Oh, and if it's okay, I would switch from red to the heavy flamer, but just not, use it.
Oh yeah, that doesn't take any action, so that's fine.
Okay.
All right, head hacker.
All right. I guess can I see the right side embankment from where I'm at?
Yes.
Cool. I would like to shoot those guys.
Okay. It'll be my +2 because of range and +2 because of the cover they have.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
You can see there's 2 soldiers up there. There's one with the rocket launcher and the other one loading the missiles into the back of it. Those classic Imperial Guardsmen.
It'll be even, but hopefully it doesn't scatter too much, I guess. Huh. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, you know what? That's right. You just pick a spot and you just do DN3, remember? You don't get I don't know if cover would matter.
I don't
But-
know if cover would matter.
Yeah.
My detriment would matter, and it would just kind of make it scatter more. Wait, what happened? That's right. How does that work?
I mean, I would imagine the range still comes into play.
Right. Yeah.
But the cover, because you're just, I guess the cover here would give them resilience rather than making them harder to hit, depending where you land the shot.
Right. Like if they went aground or whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll just say it's DN5 then. Unless there's any other negatives you have going on.
Yeah, it's like 2 for range, 1 for wounded.
So DN6. Yeah. That should hit then. 7 successes.
Nice.
Okay. Well, the explosion goes off. Go ahead and roll damage.
Can I guess?
Oh, I see. It's not.
Can I edit this? Plus.
Just roll your ED and add it to your weapons damage. That's fine.
Edit test. Ooh, wait, hold on.
Oh, was he hacking the system?
Hey, kind of.
He did. It's fitting the mech did that. Holy shit. Okay. 21 damage, AP3. They don't even have time to throw themselves to cover as another explosion rips through the second missile launcher embankment, sending sandbags and whatever other defensive structures they had up there, and bodies and shrapnel flying in every direction, killing the troopers instantly. At initiative 2, boyz begin charging towards the gates. However, being exhausted, it's going to take them a little while to get there. Obviously, there's stuff going on inside the gates, but you don't hear anything. Loktar, or you guys don't see anything, I should say. Loktar, you're up. All right, what's it going to be?
I guess just charge forward.
Okay, well, if you sprint, you can get to the same spot that that scorches. You can get up against the wall or the gate.
Okay.
That'll be your whole action, but you can do that.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, start of round 3. It seems at this point you guys kind of have free reign to do stuff. We'll stay in initiative order just in case. Peppa, you can tell, as I said, you don't see any more activity other than what's going on inside the checkpoints. Soldiers running about, obviously running in and out of the structure, beyond the gates that you can't see. But the lights are all down, and the 2 emplacements are smoking ruins.
Nice. So Pep is gonna make his way forward while shouting to a group of orcs. I've got a handful of teeth for which one of you can get that door open.
Give me either a persuasion, a leadership, or an influence test, your choice.
Okay, let's see. Leadership is 4. Influence is probably... Well, influence is 3. Alright, we'll just go with leadership.
Do you want to use any glory?
I wouldn't. It wouldn't matter. I only got 1 success.
Oh, it's DN4, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple orcs maybe nearby, hear you, but they're so exhausted, they're like, dude, we gotta get to the door first. Like, let's worry about that when we get to it.
Ow.
So, yeah. Not as successful as you'd like.
Okay.
What else would you like to do? You can still move if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna sprint up to the door if I can.
You can move 2 spaces on a regular move, since that was your action to try to persuade them. So you move 2.
Okay.
All right, Scorcha, you're against the wall with Loktar quickly making his way near you. What would you like to do?
Alrighty. Can I make my way to where the gated, the gate goes up, basically, and
Yes.
see if I can? Is there kind of an office front, kind of area I can try and get into?
Well, the way it's set up is the walls of the checkpoints of the offices make up part of the wall between the actual wall and the gate itself. So
okay.
the entrance to the checkpoints is obviously on the other side of the gate in the city.
Okay.
The only thing you see are the windows, which are fairly high up. You don't know if they're just regular glass or not, but you can see into them. But yeah, you would probably have to... They're probably a good 8 feet off the ground, the windows. The bottom of the windows, I should say.
Gotcha. Yeah, so there's the only way that would be opening is through their means.
Unless you had a way to blow it up or damage it. But the gate itself is a big metal gate, and it looks like it comes out of the ground and then locks or snaps into place at the top of where the battlement is.
Okay.
But it's the equivalent of a spaceship bulkhead door. It's pretty massive and heavy duty.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think Scorcher would look up at the window and then see Loktar headed over and say, "Oi, boss! I think the window's the only way we're getting anywhere here." And yeah, I think I don't know. I guess maybe he'll try shooting out the window.
Okay. Jared, just give me an attack roll. Basically, just to see if you get a complication or a critical. DN 1. I mean, it's a window. It's not moving. Yeah. You're right next to it too. So. And there's the complication.
Son of a
Big rip.
gotta be kidding me.
Okay,
All right.
roll damage, roll the complication.
Oh.
Full.
Okay.
You have to lie down to shoot it.
So, so that's the thing. It's like it's still the heavy flamer. So this is actually the first time I fired it. So it knocks me on my fucking ass.
That makes sense. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Yeah, so you can see Scorcha's like all eager to light this thing up. He's grinning underneath his mask, and then he lets the fire rip, and it's just like an explosion went off in front of him, and he goes flying back a couple feet. A stream of fire arcing up, hitting the side of the building, the window, and then straight into the air, and probably a nearby orc too. But yeah, go ahead and roll damage. Oh, also you take falling damage and die, but
Yeah.
Typical. Chris only plays games with heavy falling damage.
That's how I find out if I want to play an RPG or not. Tell me about your fall damage.
Well, it does 436 d6 damage.
Yep.
Oof.
12 damage, AP1, and it's on fire. Okay. It does not instantly get destroyed, but the frame of the window does seem to catch a little bit of blaze, and you do scorch part of the wall/building itself, and you can tell that it's definitely reinforced, but these things don't seem indestructible. You've definitely done some damage to it.
Oh, yeah, Scorcher would see this as an absolute win.
All right, head hacker. You can see that going on by the other window. Scorcha applying the age-old adage of fire. I'm gonna burn it.
Yeah, burning works.
That sounds fun.
Historically accurate weapons.
Well, I guess what I was hoping to do was pitch potentially using the heal or the Medicae skill to remove a condition, which is one of the potential combat actions, is making a Medicae test to remove a condition either 3, and it specifically specifies hindered and bleeding, but some conditions might be higher or lower or not possible.
Yeah, does it give a DN for that?
Yeah, the DN is normally 3 or equal to the penalty caused by the condition.
Okay.
Or hindered is 1, or bleeding is 3.
Yeah.
Or higher or lower.
I think you could. We'll say DN. Let's see here. I think we'll say DN 5. Because you're battling fatigue that's built up over like the entire day, so maybe you pump yourself full of some stims or adrenaline shots or something. But yeah, I mean, you're fighting against something that's taken a long time to accumulate, so we'll say DN 5 instead of 3.
Okay. Well, I think it's also, if you're treating yourself, it's another +1 DN, and my Medicae is only 5 anyway, so I'm gonna use my walk action while I'm exhausted to just hobble towards
Okay,
Pepper.
and you're wounded too, so now it's like DN 10 or something. Yeah, okay. Wise choice.
and sort of make gestures and be like, "Oh, bro, do you think you could help me out?"
Are you yelling at Pippa?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. The boys are next. They continue making their way towards the gate. They're about halfway there. And then Loktar, we're back to you.
All right. I guess I'm gonna try and finish off the window Scorcher started.
Okay. Go for it.
It's a DN1 for the window.
Yep.
Well,
Okay. A critical.
Yes, sir.
Roll damage. Brutal rupture. The target suffers 2 wounds and is hindered. You can add extra wounds for every point of glory, doing to 12 damage. Would you like to add any glory to that? You guys are almost maxed out again.
sure. I'll add a glory. It's probably gonna be my one critical of the night.
Just one?
Just one.
Okay. Okay, so that'll do a total of a 12, 13, 14, 15 damage. What is hindered? Increase all DN. Oh, that doesn't matter. Okay. And it's on fire. Okay, you see Loktar lines up a shot like a fucking action hero and hits the window dead center, and it shatters as the slug hits it. It cracks. You know, the slug gets stuck in the window. You see it crack, and then it like spider webs out even more, and then the glass just shatters and just falls. A cheer goes up from the nearby orcs. Peppa, you're up.
Hearing my mate Ed Aka call out for assistance, Peppa's gonna trudge his way over. Oh, looking a little bit down, bruv. Here, try this. He's gonna reach back in his bag and pop open a can, and he's gonna use a little can opener and open it up and pour it into Ed Aka's mouth for his medication.
This is like Duralius. I speak winded.
What's the DC I'm looking at here?
DN 5.
Okay. And I get +4 dice for working on a homie.
Oh,
Whoa.
there it is.
Whoa.
I mean, a critical success when drinking a Dr. Pepper, obviously. That's what's the
Yeah,
outcome is
that's
gonna
the
be.
joke. Now, this is something I found by scrounging up all the fungus beer and 23 other flavors of mucus, slime, and even grime I found along our ship. Bottoms up.
Head Hacka, you are reinvigorated and may get rid of your exhausted condition. It is the
Oh.
greatest drink you've ever had.
This is
the
brilliant.
honor of tasting.
He stands up and like flexes and does a Popeye like wave of muscle ripping through one arm to the other.
Wow.
Well done. Would you like to move at all, Peppa?
Now I'm just going to bask in the glory of medical success.
Okay. You've earned it.
Attaboy.
Scorcha, from your spot on your back, you can see Loktar shatters the flaming window, and there's no longer glass there. You can hear the panic shouts of some of the troopers inside grow louder as the reinforced glass is no longer obscuring their voices.
Scorcha would start with a low chuckle as he got back up and then re-aimed the flamer into the now open window.
Okay, let her rip.
So that's still one, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're just trying to shoot into the window, so...
Yeah. Can I get a bonus for outnumbering the window?
No. Numbering's only for melee.
No, it's such a dick move.
Take that window.
No, what the fuck? Please let me just fall on my ass again.
Another complication. Weapons
Oh.
stuck.
Oh, so yeah, so I have the tripod leg, and it just gets like it just sinks into the ground. And
All
so
right.
like I start in the window, and then it starts slowly sinking, so I just start hitting the wall instead. Let's see. All right, 12 AP1.
You hear panicked and painful screams from inside the window. You've clearly hit something other than building. You can get rid of your prone condition too. Head Hacka, you're no longer exhausted. You can get rid of that.
Oh, did I do that? I thought I did.
Did not.
Hold on a second. Oh, I see. I got rid of it on my character sheet, but not the token me, which is a different character, I guess. Okay, so that's fine. So what I think I want to do is sort of, I guess where all the action is towards that window. I don't want to just fire. Well, I do want to kind of fire blindly over the wall, not towards them at all, just like into the darkness where the slightly past where the right side embankment was, and just hope to hit something, and then sort of use the rest of my move to run towards Loktar and Scorcha and get in on the window action.
Gonna shoot the darkness? Okay, go for it.
All right,
Just DN3, just lobbing it over the wall.
just fire blindly.
Darkness.
Man, imagine the poor bastards on the other side of the wall. All right, another blast from the custom Mega Blasta goes arcing over the checkpoint and lands somewhere in the distance with a resounding explosion and more sounds of panic. Yeah, 22 damage. That'll do it. You blew something up.
God dang.
Now, would that be qualified as an unnecessary but helpful explosion?
Well, let's see if you hit anything explosive. High or low?
High.
Indeed. So the blast goes off, and you hear like a secondary explosion get triggered, and you see a plume of flame and smoke go up for a second or two as the blue light of the energy blast dies away. Yes, you can give yourself, that was your objective, wasn't it?
Yeah. Pumping arms.
All right, the boys reach the gate at this point. Loktar, you can finish us off here at round 4.
Okay. Is there any grats nearby?
They're probably hanging back, using the orcs as cover.
Just so there's not within like reaching distance.
I mean, no, you can see one nearby, but you'd have to like run and grab him or yell at him to get his attention.
Okay. I'm gonna yell at one to get over here.
Okay. Yeah, he runs over. You don't need a leadership test for that.
Okay. I'm gonna grab him and throw him through the window.
God damn.
Okay, give me a oh jeez, an athletics test, I guess. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say DN3 because
Oh.
you're actually trying to aim, but you got a critical and you got it. So this grot runs up. So this grot, he's got on like a vest. It's just a vest that's got like camo pattern, like matching your outfit, and you also see he's got like a Rambo bandana on. Other than that, that's all he has, just the vest and the bandana. And when he runs up, he like gives you a salute, and then you just grab him and hunk him through the burning window, and you hear this grot go flying through. Yeah, and you got a critical. Well done. So the grot lands on his feet too. It does not get caught on fire.
Good for him.
Okay. Round 5. All of you, please give me a perception test. DN3.
Awareness.
I'm sorry, awareness.
5 successes for Peppa.
2 for Scorcha.
3.
And Hecka?
What?
All right. For those of you who pass, you can see lights on several other nearby buildings just beyond the gates beginning to turn on, and clearly activity building up within the city. Also, for those of you for Peppa with 5 successes, you can see in the distance, well, you hear the familiar sound of a turbine engine revving up, and in the distance you can see a dropship or a gunship, you're not sure which one, beginning to lift off from a landing pad further in the city.
Oh boy.
You're up.
I will make my way towards the squad while yelling to Loktar, "Boss, they got one of them flyers coming at us again."
All right, we'll assume you can get to the window at this point. You spend your whole action doing that.
Yeah.
Scorcha, you're up.
Yeah, I crap, they're coming. All we got is a window. Yeah, are there any other grots to throw?
They've probably backed off when they see that first one get tossed in. The ones nearby suddenly have disappeared.
Can I intimidate one to come closer?
You can try.
Okay. What's the DN?
Just deal. It's opposed.
Okay.
So let me find a Gretchen here. Tribe Gretchen. Where are they? Oh, God. Can't imagine they have much here in the way of willpower, but you know. How many success? Okay. You happy with that? Do you want to spend anything?
I'll stick with that.
Okay. Well, good call. They only have one success, and they rolled a complication. Which doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, so you see, it's not so much that one grot volunteers himself, it's more that a bunch of grots scatter, and there's one who is like stuck there looking around like, where did everybody go? And you manage to grab him before he can take off.
Yeah, so he's in my hand. I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna go, oh, I either throw you or you clamber up there and start killing him yourself. Which you want?
He thinks for a moment, and he says, all right, I'll climb.
And yeah, Scorcher would sort of gently place him against the wall and wait until he starts climbing up himself before he lets go.
All right, he will do an athletics test then. All right, he's climbing, but it's like a solid wall. There's nothing for him to grab onto, and he's like slipping. Plus, above him, there's still a little bit of flames and probably heat from the windowsill. He's with you, and then him. He's still like a foot and a half short from being able to reach the window. So he's like trying to climb, but you see his feet like slipping, and then he just like lands back in your hand as he's trying to scamper up there. It's no good. It's too tall.
Well, I don't want to keep taking like a bunch of actions, but like, would I be able to toss him?
Not this round, no.
Okay. I'll look at him and I'll go, well, you know what that means.
Oh no. Head hacker, you're up.
How high up is this window?
It's about 8 feet from the ground.
Oh, they ain't too bad. I guess, could we start an orc pyramid at this point? We just
yeah,
like
you could
a crowd over
easily
here.
you could do the usual, like, put your hands together for someone to step into, and you could probably lift another person up there. And with so many orcs, you could easily start getting multiple people to do that, so that's not hard to do.
And that's up to the window. What would it be to get over the wall? Those are a lot high.
Oh yeah, the walls are easily like 12, 15 feet tall.
That's just like slightly more coordination. If we had like a cheerleader pyramid together, that would be easy.
You're not sure how well your exhausted orcs are going to do with that right now.
That's right, everybody is quite tired. Wait, what happened to the one guy you threw through the window?
He hasn't gone yet. He goes on the orc's turn.
Maybe when I should.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened to him.
The one that went up, yeah, in the previous turn. Alright,
You can take the one out of my hands.
I'm not tossing anybody. I'm gonna set up the pyramid. I'm gonna grab some random orc and then be like, oi! You and me wanna launch him into the window. Do a heave ho!
He gives you a toothy grin and a nod, and it's wide enough where you guys could probably have at least 2 or 3 groups of people doing this. So it's a big window. It's 40K. Everything's big. All right, on the orcs' turn, you see some of them, They've reached the gate and wall at this point. Some of them are banging on the gate with their weapons, shooting it. You even see one throw a stick bomb that goes off. It doesn't do a whole lot, except maybe kill another orc or two. But you do see some of them trying to climb the wall. You see a few more starting to shoot at the other window, to the other checkpoint. Clearly getting the idea from you guys. And then you see more orcs piling around you, Head Hacka, and basically trying to support and toss orcs up to give them leverage to get up to the windowsill. So the assault on the wall is truly beginning here. Also, Scorcha and Loktar, you hear the sound of a gun go off, and you recognize it as a Grot Blasta, which is like this little pea shooter type thing. And you hear inside the Grot go, yeah, you want more? I got more for you too. And you hear more shots going off.
What a game.
Loktar, you're up.
Right, I'm gonna attempt to start climbing the orc pyramid to get myself through the window.
All right, give me an athletics test, DN3. Give yourself a +1 bonus for the orc pyramid. Ooh, one short.
Oh, I thought you said DN3. Oh, why did it go back?
You're wounded.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna use a wrath then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Critical.
Good
All right. Maxed out on glory. Loktar, like a superhero, you jump through the window as you climb up these orcs, and you find yourself in like a it's kind of like a communications / office room. There's plenty of equipment here with like a security room. You know, there's screens, for cameras, information for like the lights, some of the nearby power, gate controls, stuff like that. So you're currently at the gate, which would be the gate to leave, because you guys are on the left-hand side, so it'd be the right-hand side if you're inside the city. Not that it matters, but what you see, obviously, there's a door that goes into another room in the checkpoint, and you can see there are burn marks all around in here. The heat is quite high. There's even a couple fires still lingering on some of the nearby equipment. A few screens have been melted. A couple items are sparking from the damage of the attack. And you can see there is the charred corpse still freshly burning of a PDF trooper in here. And you see the grot that you threw up here is taking cover currently behind one of the desks, and he's firing and exchanging fire with another PDF trooper. And as you see this, you see him like action hero style dives like sideways, Max Payne style, from behind the desk, and like mid jump takes a shot and actually hits the guy in the shoulder, and the guy kind of staggers out of view behind whatever he's hiding behind. And you see when the grot hits the ground, he notices you, and he looks back as he's reloading his gun, and he goes, "What took you so long, boss?"
Pretty ballsy for a grot.
Good work. You stay with me.
He gives you another salute. And you see he puts the gun away, and he pulls out his little knife, which is nowhere near as impressive as your guys' knives, but it does seem quite sharp. And he gives you a very, very wicked grin. Top of round 6, Peppa. You can see the dropship has basically hovered above the landing pad, and it looks like it turns in your guys' direction and is about to start coming towards you guys.
Okay. Can I, using the pyramid of orcs, get into the same room as Loktar?
Yes. Athletics, DN3.
Okay, we'll see.
And give yourself +1 bonus.
Okay.
Ew.
Yeah, that's rough. I guess we'll fucking rat that. There we go.
Okay. Yeah. You get up there and you see Loktar and one of the grots getting ready to go beast mode on this.
Do I see any like levers or consoles or anything around?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of controls here. Some of them have been burned by Scorch's flamethrower.
Can I find The one that opens the gate?
Give me a tech test. Actually, yeah, tech test. Would it be a tech? You're trying to find it, not necessarily activate it. Give me an awareness test.
Four successes.
Okay. Yes, you do indeed see. It's nothing fancy. Very basic.
I just press it and open the gate.
More or less. Yep.
That's what I do.
All right, you guys hear the sound of the gate begin to lower, and another cheer goes out from the orcs. That leads us to Scorcha.
Oh, I think he'd feel left out with the pyramid climb, so he would do that as well.
All right, go for it.
That's athletics.
Yes.
How about I take that bonus off because of my leg?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Because it is a shitty leg. Yep, still made it.
All right, you clamber up, given your metallic prosthetic leg bops an orc in the face, but you do get up there.
Okay. And somehow the grat was still on my person as well, so he's just like hanging on me.
Sure, yeah, he's probably like up on your shoulder, like around the back of your neck, and he's got his blaster ready to go too. He's like, yeah, this is more like it. Let's do it.
Yeah, so we're all up there ready to jam. And Peppa opened the door. So.
All right, head hacker.
I think I'm still on the ground level, right? So I'm gonna try to jump into the window as well, or
Okay.
get tossed into the window, ideally.
All right. Yep. Athletics.
Is not the best. Well, let's get lucky. Oh.
Did you give yourself +1 bonus?
Oh, I did not. Let's
Yeah,
do
do that.
one of those.
Oh,
Hey, that's 3.
oh, there it is, the 6. Okay, yeah. The orc who you were standing with that started the pyramid with you, he like nods and puts his hands in your direction so you can use him to climb up, and he gives you a good hurt, and gets you hoisted up there. The boys at this point are clambering over each other, climbing over the gate even before it's fully lowered, and climbing into the window with many cheers. It's getting quite crowded in the checkpoint, and you can see them shooting in the distance within the city. Loktar, to finish us off at the end of the round here.
I guess I want to find a way out of the checkpoints. And,
Okay.
Just start leading work with it.
So you go into the next room, and it's more like a break room. You see the guy that the grot shot running out of that room, clutching his shoulder as he rounds the corner. And the room that he runs into is kind of like the front lobby of this. And there's the front door and the window here. The door has a small staircase, a couple steps that lead out side, and you can see through the window the streets of the city in front of you, and many buildings in every direction, and you can just tell that this part of the city is starting to come even more awake than it already was. This looks like a city that doesn't really ever totally go to sleep, so to speak. Lights are still on all over the place, but you can see warning klaxons going off. The siren is still howling, and you can now see a dropship heading in your guys' direction. You also see a couple soldiers nearby, opening fire in your guys' direction as you're coming over the gate, but you can see them quickly retreating, and obviously some of them on a Vox issuing orders or trying to get in touch with allies, and it looks like a little bit of confusion that you guys were able to get the gates open and inside rather quickly. They probably weren't expecting that. So you also do see nearby each checkpoint there are a couple vehicles. You see maybe one or two near each checkpoint of the Taurus. Oh, I don't, actually, you guys didn't see them, did you? Let me show you what they look like. Hold on. So what you see are these vehicles that basically look like glorified buggies. You see both versions. There's one that has 4 wheels and one that has 6. Otherwise, they're basically like kind of like a roll cage vehicle. They look like they're built for speed and probably this terrain of this planet. There's one that looks like it seats 4 people, and there's another one that looks like it seats only 2, but it's got a heavier weapon mount on it. It looks like. Just make sure I'm telling you that correctly. Yeah, so the larger one, it looks like it just got room for a pilot and a co-pilot or a passenger, but it's got, looks like a heavier weapon on it. The other one, it's still got a heavy weapon, but it looks like it can hold a couple people. It can hold... So it's got room for a total of 4 people in it. And then you also see there's a few basically ATVs, kind of like the ones the Gene Stealer cults have, that could fit 1 or maybe 2 people if somebody was hanging on the back.
Okay.
Some of these are currently have soldiers jumping on them to get away. Others are clearly there and not currently in use. And you see just a lot of confusion in what's going on from the PDF troopers.
Am I close enough to get to one of the trucks? Or not yet?
Yeah, you can get to one this turn.
Okay, can I get to one of the ones with the gun mount on the back?
They both have gun mounts. It's just if you want the 6-wheeled one, it looks like it's a little heavy dutier, probably not as fast, a little more armored, and it's got a heavier weapon. And then the 4-seater has a weapon on it as well, but it looks like it's built for speed and not as armored.
Okay, I'm gonna try and go to the one with the heavy weapon, something that looks like it could take down the dropship.
Okay.
Before it takes us.
Gotcha. All right. Roll me a d6 to see what weapon it has. All right. You get into one of these things, or you get up to one. These things are called a Tauros, or Tauros. This one's the Venator classification, whatever you want to call it. I'll put that in chat for you guys. These are, there's actually Forge World models of these things from the Elysian Drop Troops, I believe. I don't know if they still have them on Forge World, but they used to. The one you find, Loktar, has a las cannon mounted on it.
Oh.
Ooh.
Peppa, top of turn 7, round 7.
Nice. So I see Loktar running towards the.
Yeah, he leaves the room. He runs out of the room with the garrote.
Yeah, I'll follow, and if he's going towards a vehicle, I guess I'll get in to drive.
Okay. Scorcha?
Oh, not one to be left out. He and his new shoulder buddy would follow, and since that one's a 2-seater, am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Is Hedaka in the room with me before I leave?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, he would turn to Hedaka and go, well, let's go see what's going on then. And upon seeing them get in the one, he would make his way towards the other.
Okay. Do you hop in the driver's seat?
I suppose so. And then see if, but Scorcher would wait and see if Hedaka follows.
Okay, Hedaka, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge on in and see what these guys are all up to, and guess hop
Yes.
into a vehicle.
Okay. Yeah, you see Scorcha's near one, which has an open seat. And then you see that Peppa and Loktar at another one that has two. It's a two-seater.
All right.
And if you want to roll me a d6 to see what weapon your guys has, yours and Scorcho's.
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh yeah.
Another las cannon.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh.
The
You're in
orcs
trouble.
swarming through every direction, and some of them get into the other checkpoint and start getting the other gate open to really let the green tide in. Some minor fires being exchanged between your side and the PDF troopers as they are retreating. You see a couple orcs following suit and loading into some of the other buggies. Way more orcs than would be safe to actually get in these things, but that's not stopping them. And then orcs in pairs, or an orc and grots jumping on the backs of the ATVs that are here. There's not enough vehicles for everybody, so there's a couple fist fights starting as orcs obviously want to get a ride or drive something real fast. But there's plenty of orcs pouring through the gates at this point. And the dropship is on its way. It looks like it'll be here next turn. Loktar, what would you like to do?
I guess I'm gonna try and fire at the dropship.
Okay.
I'm assuming the last cannon has range, or
I'm
was that too
checking.
far still?
It's too far. I mean, it's coming from way in the city. But you guys can wait until next turn. So you're prepping yourself.
I guess prep and start yelling at the orcs to take as many vehicles as they can.
Okay. Do you want to give me a
Is
leadership
there-
test?
Yeah. Is there anything else nearby that we need to worry about, or not yet?
Give me an awareness test. You can have +1 because I assume you're kind of jumped up on top of this thing and you're kind of scoping the scene. And there's nothing really dangerous in the immediate area, so you have a chance.
Can I use it? I guess I'll use it glory.
Okay. Nothing.
Yeah.
No, you don't notice anything in the immediate area that seems like it matters. If you want to give me the leadership test, though, for the orcs. Crushing that. All right. Yeah, I mean, you're basically telling them to do what they were already starting to do, but when they hear, like, oh, this is part of the boss's plan, you see them acting a lot faster, and a lot of the fights stop, and they just start clambering onto whatever surface they can hold onto on these things. There's not enough for everybody, so some of them start to wander further into the city, and you can hear engines beginning to rev up. You're not sure how. Nobody has any keys to these things, but somehow all of them are beginning to get turned on. So
Choppers do great things.
we're at our halfway point, so I think this is a perfect time to take a break, and we'll see what craziness the tribe has in store. So grab some real Dr. Pepper, and we will be right back.
All right. BRB boys.
Yep, we're back.
Here we
Okay, listeners, we are back. And we are at the top of the next round. So, Peppa, you guys are piling into these vehicles, and I'll actually give you access to these. Well, coming in your direction is a vulture gunship.
Okay.
It will be here next turn. What would you like to do?
Can I sort of like drive the Tauros Venator to a sort of sneaky location so that it doesn't see us when it passes overhead, and might give Loktar a good line of sight on it?
You can certainly try.
Yeah.
Give me a piloting test to see if you can find a good spot.
Okay.
Ooh.
Complication.
Right, but the Tauros Venator is reliable.
Oh, that it is. Look at that,
Yeah,
reading
boom.
rules.
Gosh.
Nice.
Thank God, because I'm not going to read them for you.
Right? And you know, we have so much glory, I'm going to throw one at it. Just to see if I can get maybe a shift.
And you did.
What?
Amazing.
Hey, look, a shift! God, or Gork, has answered our prayers, boys. I will go for quality this time.
Okay. And roll. Okay, so yeah, you find a decent spot kind of between two buildings, like a little alleyway. You're pretty sure, even if it saw you, there's plenty of other targets it has to deal with right now.
Uchi.
Scorcha, I think you were in the pilot seat of the other one?
Correct. I think I'm gonna do. I think Scorcher would see Peppa peel out, and would do the same thing. Position him and Head Hack as in a way that would be beneficial to getting the drop on him.
Okay, give me a piloting test as well.
Okay.
Man, look at this. Your commando ways are rubbing off on your boys here, Eric. They're not
I'm
very
so
good at
proud
it, but
of
they're trying. They're trying.
I'm so proud.
I'm gonna try a glory,
All right. Got a
Come
6 so
on.
far.
buddy.
Oh, double
Ooh.
6s.
There we
Okay.
go.
All right. So you guys have set up where you could potentially get these guys in a nice crossfire if they do like soar over this general area. Head Hacka, you are in the one with Scorcha. Is there anything you want to do in your turn?
I guess unless I don't really want to delay or anything like that. I suppose if I have a minute while we're waiting for the dropship to come around, I could try to patch up the couple wounds that I have from earlier. With the med-
Yeah. If you haven't done that this combat, go right ahead.
Right. I'm gonna give that a shot. Oh well, yellow. It's not
Quite.
great. I'm gonna throw a wrath in there. There we go.
Ooh,
Now we're talking.
nice roll. Okay. You got
Oh.
a shift.
Yeah, I need to shift to heal. To
If
do,
you
to do 2.
if you roll a glory and get another success, you can shift twice.
I think just the 1 is enough because I have 2 wounds, and I get 1 for passing the test. And can
Oh, you're
shift
only
for the
missing
second
2?
one.
Then yeah, you're
Yeah.
fine. Okay.
Awesome.
Perfect. Just up to full wounds. Good idea. Okay, the boys are doing orc things. They don't seem nearly as exhausted now that many of them don't have to run around on foot and they have vehicles to vroom vroom in. Loktar, you're up.
Wait, is it shooting time?
No, the dropship has not arrived yet, and you guys are lying in wait.
Hmm.
You can see most of the tribe is just kind of milling about as they're getting in these vehicles. Some of them are just going down random streets. You see a couple of them trying to mimic you guys, like hide in alleys and stuff like that. And probably 2/3 of the warband is still getting through the gates at this point. The other gate lowers, and now they can get through. So there's still a bit of chaos going on.
Oh damn. I was looking through my talent and abilities, and I have Cunning Plan. So
Oh,
you
what?
and any of your I have Cunning Plan. So you and any of your allies with the orc keyword within 15 meters get a plus rank bonus to stealth tests.
Bro.
Well,
So
that
here you
would've
go,
helped-
everybody.
That would have helped a week and 2.5 hours ago.
Damn us. Damn.
Apparently my commando ways do rub off.
They do, yeah.
We'll roll a number for next time.
Is there anything you want to do this round?
Aim, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
No.
I'll let you aim. That's fine.
Okay. Aim.
Speed on it.
Get ready.
Aim gives what? +1 bonus or plus
2.
+2? Okay. Gonna say someone here knows all these heavy weapons we got flying around.
Somebody
I
read the
aim
rules.
as much as I can.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to start a new combat just because we have the dropship here. You guys will have a surprise round because it does not know where you are. So let me start a new fight here. All right, and let's do this. Instead of rolling separate initiatives, just go ahead and pilots roll. Or I guess everybody roll will take the higher for each vehicle.
Damn. Only 3.
Oh, fuck. Come on, Hedeka.
There we
Okay.
go.
I assume we'll
Yeah.
keep Peppa and Head Hacka's scores.
We will.
I think so.
All right, so Peppa, on your initiative, your vehicle will go, and then Head Hacka, on your initiative, your vehicle will go. Just so we don't have to worry about that too much. Okay, so initiative 3, Peppa and Loktar, you guys are up. You can wait until the dropship gets here if you so desire. You can each still take an action, but the dropship is on its way.
So, okay, so the
Sorry.
dropship's not here yet, right?
Yeah, so I guess basically what would happen on your guys, you guys will have the surprise round. So the dropship arrives, and it looks like it's about to start opening fire on Boyz. It comes flying overhead, and it's hovering in the cross section, the intersection. There's a T intersection in front of the checkpoint, and it basically is hovering there where there's no buildings. Stops flying, goes into hover mode. You can see it kicking up dust, and you can see the just stuff getting flung all over the place as it's fairly close to the ground, because it's got to in order to get the angle it needs and make sure it can get a steady shot. And it looks like it's just about to start ripping through the horde, which is funneling through the gate. So they're packed tight, and it's going to be a great thing for them if they can get off a shot. However, they either didn't see you or don't know where you are, or just going for the massive orcs. So both vehicles will get to take their surprise round first.
Okay. Does
So,
the
Peppa and
Tauros-
Loktar, you guys are first.
Does the Tauros have the multi-laser and the las cannon?
No, those are just the two weapons. Instead of making 2 character sheets, I just made 1.
Gotcha.
So both of your vehicles have the las cannon on it.
Okay. Can I shoot Peppa's regular gun instead?
Yes. You'll be at long range though for the dropship or the gunship.
Okay.
It is gargantuan though, so you get +3 to hit.
Okay.
That one I think you actually have to do manually because last week we determined the size thing is not working correctly.
Gotcha. Right. Can I aim for one of its hover thrusters?
I don't actually know how that works on a Valkyrie.
Okay.
I
Then I'll
think it's those things at the end of the wings. To be honest, there's little turbines there. So, sure.
Okay.
So
Just call it a called shot.
Yeah. So called shot. Hold on, because there are called shots on vehicles. Let me get out the book really quick here. Oh, and it's on the right page too. Oh man.
Dang.
Okay. I would say this would be a difficulty +3 because it's one of the smaller things on this. It's smaller than a weapon, and weapons, if you try to target a weapon, it's +2 DN. So I'll say
Okay.
+3.
Gotcha.
So it'll +3 DN, but you also get +3 bonus because it's gargantuan, and +2 for aiming.
So +5 total.
+5 dice, yes. Versus +3 DN. It is Oh, you should be able to target the token. It's got the correct defense. Does it? Hold on. Make sure it's got the right defense. Oh, no, it does not. It is defense 6.
Ooh.
Defense 9.
Okay, gotcha. All right, boys. Well, let's see what happens.
Critical hit
Oh,
with
no.
12 successes.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
Wow.
I only
Nice.
rolled 15 dice. Let's see if I can get defense 9.
Shh.
Would you like to roll your damage?
Yeah.
Okay, 21 damage, AP 1, and you're critical. Oh, wait, I think there's different criticals for vehicles. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, called shots against vehicles do not provide ED unless the GM decides so. The target uses the vehicle's normal resilience. If you would normally inflict at least 1 wound, you instead inflict no wounds to the vehicle, but the component is damaged and rendered inoperable until it is repaired or replaced.
So then
Okay.
I do no damage
Um,
because
Ye-
there are, first off, there's 6 of those dice are EDs from the called shot. So I'd normally only get 2 ED.
Gotcha. Well, you wouldn't be doing damage as you're doing a called shot to hit something specific. So you're damaging that component of the vehicle instead,
Huge.
which is fine. And then we roll. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. So you roll a D66 because it has their own critical chart.
Okay, so the first D6 10s will be 2,
Okay.
and the 1s will be 5. 25.
25. Steering malfunction. The vehicle steering system is damaged and must be repaired, increasing the DN of all pilot tests by 1 and reducing its maneuverability by 1. If this occurs a second time, the penalty increases to 3, and if it occurs a third time, it cannot be steered and can only move in a straight line. Okay. You jack up one of the hover thrusters,
Nice.
and with it, probably part of the wing, so its steering is messed up. There is a lot of smoke emanating from that particular turbine. I'm sorry, not Hedhaka. Loktar, you're in that vehicle. Your turn.
Alright. How high is it?
Oh, I don't know, probably 100 feet off the ground.
Okay. Alright, yep. I'm gonna shoot it with the last cannon.
Yeah, probably a couple stories up if there was, there's buildings nearby, so. Okay, just roll the last cannon from the vehicle, and you're up against defense 6. You don't have to worry about
DN6.
range. Yeah.
Okay. And then I get the +2 bonus for aiming.
Oh, that's right, and +3 because it's gargantuan, so total +5.
Awesome.
So wait, 2 for aiming and 3 for gargantuan?
Yes.
Alright.
Oh no.
Complication though. You don't hit either.
F.
Okay, I'm gonna
Last
use my
cannon
wrap.
is reliable.
What? Okay, that's dumb. Calling it. I could see a las gun being reliable, but a fucking las cannon? Come on, game.
Hee hee.
Awesome. Alright, I'm gonna use my last wrap to try and re-roll this.
Must be a blue
no.
las cannon.
There you
Oh, that's funny.
go.
What? Oh my god, every single dice is a success. Oh. And you have a shift if you want to shift that for damage. And then
Yeah,
roll
I'll
damage.
shift it for damage.
Okay. Roll it up.
Great. Oh,
21
baby.
damage, AP 3. Okay, hold on. You know what we need now? A calculator.
Yeah.
Calculadora.
Percolator. No, that didn't work. Hold
The blast from the
on.
past.
Nope, that didn't work either. I was going to say, I thought I fixed these, but I did not. I think on your vehicles, you can't really use any of the stats on the character sheet, except I did change it so that the wounds should match the wounds of the vehicle. I think. Maybe double check that. If not, then disregard what I said. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't.
Well, there's 14 is wounds.
And it has 12 wounds. If I did that. There you go. Okay. This thing is got a pretty ball of resilience. How much was that again, Eric? 21?
Yes, AP3.
Ooh, AP3. Okay, that is a big hit on the gunship. It rocks it. You score a direct hit. Is heavily damaged, which leads us to Venator number 2, Head Hacka, and Scorcha.
Yeah. So that would be you on the last cannon, I think, Head Hacka.
Sure. I mean,
Actually,
like, looking at Scorcha, like, when I come around the corner and see Scorcha, like, waiting at the feet of a ship, not a ship, you know, this little cart, I think, actually, I'm gonna jump into the pilot seat and let you shoot. This is like, I know where our strengths lie, I think. And also, I have some ranks in pilot.
Fair enough.
okay. So, yeah, I'll take a shot there.
All right.
So I'm shooting with the Tauros.
Yes. You'll be at a total of plus 5
5.
dice.
5. Cool.
Defense 6.
Man, it's like highlighting. All right.
That is a hit. No shifts, but just enough.
Here we go. All right, 20 AP3.
20 damage, okay. Is it enough? It is. Another direct hit rocks the vulture, an explosion tearing through this thing. Is there an actual explosion? Oh, there is. When do we roll for an explosion here? 'Cause there are rules for it. Well, it's coming out of the sky. We're going to roll a scatter dice here to see where it lands. And I got to find the scatter chart really quick. Is it on the GM screen? Negative.
Wow.
Is it a D6, Head Hacka? It is. Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Roll me a D6, whoever shot that down. If you roll a 1, it's going to land in your guy's direction. Everything else. So you hit this thing. Loktar, your place is in front, so you hit this thing from the front. Peppa hits the turbine on the wing, and then the other shot comes from behind, basically opposite you guys, and strikes this thing. And it basically starts to spin out of control and descends right towards Head Hacka and Scorcha.
Do I have enough time before my turn to try to do evasive maneuvers since I'm driving?
Since you have not taken your action yet, yes.
Yeah, you just feel the roof, like Scorcha starts like tapping it. Like oi, 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 oi.
Let me see what the this is a huge blast. It says blast radius very large.
Just everywhere.
So we'll say, let's give this a DN here. You'll make a piloting roll. Give me a piloting test. You can have, I'll give you a bonus instead because of this thing's maneuverability, which is Taros, Taros Prime. There's a lot of bull-shaped vehicles here. Okay, this will be maneuverability +4. So you get +4 dice. Piloting test. It is a gargantuan explosion that's coming right for you. So it's going to be DN9.
Alrighty.
I mean, this
We're
is as
almost-
big as it gets.
We're
So
almost even, so let's see what happens.
oh, 6 successes.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw a wrath at that.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh
A complication with only 8 successes.
Boros is
glory.
reliable.
No! Dang it. Oh boy. I got close.
He already didn't he already roll a 1 because it misfired, or was that somebody else?
That was me and Eric, so I failed I caused a hindrance on the driving, and he got a complication on shooting.
Wait.
It's a totally different vehicle.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, no,
Are
that's
they-
what I'm saying. So you could re-roll the complication.
Oof.
Or I'm sorry, it ignores the complication because it's
They ignore it.
reliable. So you don't get a complication, which is good, but you do fail the test with only
Right there.
8 successes. So it's bad, but it's not, well, I mean, it's terrible because you're getting a ship crashing on you, but it's not absolutely horribly terrible. The vehicle, it spins out of control, and it hits the ground, and it's like slow motion for you too, as you put the pedal to the metal head hacker, and you basically try to burn rubber and turn, and as you're like bringing this thing around and trying to bolt away from it, it hits the ground. The nose of the gunship just burrows into the asphalt, kind of like if you saw like a ship just burrowing through and hacking up the asphalt in the ground, and it's slowing down, but it's just not slowing down enough, and it does eventually get right by you guys, and wings get clipped off as it goes down the alley, and the wings get clipped off by the building, and this thing gets rammed in between the buildings, and it stops just as it's about to hit you guys, and then the explosion goes off. The explosion does 10 damage. Oh, it's not that bad. It's 10 damage plus 4 ED. You do both suffer a mortal wound regardless from the crash, and then you take a total of, is that going to be 15, I think? 2 6s and a 4. Yep, 15 damage.
15.
Okay. And that's AP. Nothing in particular.
There is no AP.
Okay. That's 6. All right. Oh wait, +1. So close.
And your Venator will take a point of damage as well from the mortal wound, and its resilience 14, so it takes another wound from the explosion. So it takes 2 wounds in total. So that you should be able to track. Hold on, let me unlink the tokens before you guys start marking off wounds. Okay, you got. Wait, let me give you guys 2 tokens here. All right, we'll do this. So Peppa and Loktar, you're in this one. And then Head Hack and Scorcher, you're in this one. So you guys can mark off the 2 damage on your thing. They should both have 14 wounds. Well, they have 12. What the fuck? Hold on. All right. Yeah, so you can keep track of damage on your actual token as well. Wow, that's a turn right there.
Yeah, it is.
Where the hell? Wait, Dropship's dead. Kablam. And the boys are cheering and shouting and shooting guns and heavy weapons in every direction. At this point, about 2/3 of the tribe has made it through the gates. And it looks like just about every nearby vehicle is loaded up with orcs and ready to go. So, you guys have a moment to decide what you want to do. I'll give you guys a second here to discuss how you want to proceed. There doesn't seem to be anything in the immediate area to cause any problems. However, if you guys each want to give me a awareness test at +1, you may do so.
Sure.
Oh, and for effect, Okay, a lot of good rolls there for... You guys are maxed out on Glory again, too. Okay, so, for those of you that pass, does anybody want to shift before I do anything? If they can. I don't know if everybody can.
Yes, I will shift to make whatever we're about to learn better.
Okay. So for those of you that pass, you can tell, you can see in the distance, there are more drop ships being prepped over in that area where this one came from. Again, you can't tell if they're the drop ships or the gunships, but you can see that there's activity up there. Scorcha, for you who got extra, you can also tell that there is a nearby building that looks like it's some sort of parking garage, and you can hear and see the sounds of vehicles and more commotion. You're guessing more PDF troopers, Planetary Defense Force troopers, are prepping and probably going to try to, you assume, make some sort of push against you. The other thing, Headhacka, that you can tell is that nearby there is also a building that has several massive radar dishes on them, and you're guessing it's some sort of comm center. The sirens are still blailing, and it looks like they're taking this pretty seriously. They definitely weren't prepared for this. Their defenses were not as heavy as you would expect, but they seem to be reacting fairly quickly, especially now that you guys are inside, and doesn't seem that they're going to be taking any chances. I'll let you guys do what you like with that information.
Yeah, I think Scorcher would kind of poke Headache and be like, "Oi, patch in and tell the boss that either we should probably go to where all the flying boys are and shoot them down, or we should go to those big talkie dishes and blow them up."
I guess I'm gonna spit out a bunch of blood and be like, "Oh, yeah, sure, I'll call them right up. Hey, there's a lot of activity out here. Gunships potentially coming in, garage nearby with vehicles. And I've just been hit by a giant spaceship and would like to take a nap."
Alright. Do we think we can get to where they're flying out the ships? We can maybe commandeer a few of our own. But we gotta shut down the comms too. What do you think?
Well, we probably don't want them asking for help from other places, right?
Right.
If you'd all like, please give me a cunning test.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's
Hey, I got a 4.
Oh my god, you guys.
We're just like the only one who could succeed on this. Oh wait.
Let's close.
Oh,
Loktar's thinking really hard about this.
well, yeah,
I'm gonna glory it. Can I glory it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
get a 6.
Get a 6, homie.
Oh,
Aw.
thought.
Nope.
Did nobody pass? Oh,
I don't think so.
Oh,
I was like, should I even
Application.
test? It's a terrible idea.
okay, roll.
Cool. Warp interference.
Oh my god. That's too fucking funny. Please give me a DN3 conviction test as the creatures of the warp reach out. They want you to join them, Headhacka. Just give in. Give you all the tech you need. Oh, he crushes that, though, with a
Not even
critical.
hard.
oh.
All right. Yeah, Headhacka, your head is spinning with the voices of demons, and everybody else failed, so you will get no bonus information. What's it gonna be?
Can we hit
About the
the
radar
radar
dishes?
station with the las cannons from here? Just drive up past
You
them.
certainly could.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's
Start firing at the
shoot.
dishes.
let's shoot the dishes. Shoot them talkie dishes.
Okay. Just roll basically for complications. Probably DN3 just because it's kind of far away. You got to aim up. It's not exactly an easy shot, but otherwise just take your shots.
Yeah, 3, here we go. Hiya.
Oh, that's a critical. Okay. And that one hits.
Okay, let's roll critical. Oh well, how do I roll critical? For a dish?
Just roll the critical. That doesn't. Yeah, it's not a vehicle, so just roll the
Yeah.
critical.
It was basically headshot.
Okay. Well, it looks like you both hit. So, yeah. You both score hits with the critical with a headshot, quote unquote. Yeah, extra damage. You guys fuck up those dishes real quick. And you're not sure how long they were sending out a message, or if they were. If they did, you're not sure how much got out, but you do completely just blow them up. Shrapnel raining down onto the streets, and big plumes of smoke now emanating from the top of that building.
Man, Scorcher would be like screaming. He'd be in his element.
All right, boys, let's go get some airplanes.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I don't have the race music we had from last time. I was really hoping to play that. But yeah, so you guys take off down the streets. Are you trying to lead the other orcs with you, or are you guys just taking off by yourselves?
Probably try and take as many boys with us, but I'm sure some of them are gonna get lost in the streets.
Okay.
Or yeah, PLI.
I'll try and rally them to follow, I guess.
Okay, give me a leadership test.
Oh,
Complication, but you do pass. Okay.
There's
Oh,
one-
orc interference. All right,
There's
give
one
me a
orc. It's like no.
DN3 conviction test, please.
there it is.
If you fail, you get a point of corruption.
Do I get the -1 DN for being injured for this?
I believe so.
Okay, so DN4.
If it's defaulting to DN4, then yes.
Okay.
I'll assume they have it right here. Oh, look at that! 6 successes on 4 dice. Look, there's even a shift possible. Not that you need it, but
Can't even
Yeah.
glory.
you're untouched.
Start glowing green.
Untouched by the whispers of the warp.
Mork and Gork watch over me.
Literally.
What do you say or shout? Yeah, he's the new prophet of Wa.
Boys, let's get some flyers. Get in the air.
All right. Well, your small speed Wa begins to burn out, throwing up dust and smoke, and the stench of burning rubber and peeling tires fills the air. Many of the vehicles have way more orcs hanging on the sides than they should, with these vehicles that are meant to hold 2 people, easily holding 6 to 8 or 10 orcs at a time. And you see that the few ATVs here and there, at least all have 2 orcs, if not even a third one somehow hanging on, like riding on the front, sitting on the handlebars or something. Obviously, they can't all fit, but it looks like the rest just start running to try to keep up with you guys hopelessly, and chasing in your direction. And you guys can see the landing platform in the distance where these drop ships are coming from. So even if they can't get there as fast, they know where to go. So you guys take off, and as you do, you are quickly being pursued by several squads of PDF troopers in these vehicles. We need to put their stuff out here as well. Okay. Oh, wait. It's not right here. Hold on. Alrighty. So there's 4 of these things that are chasing you. The rest are dealing with the rest of the mob or the WA. So these are the ones you have to deal with. There's 2 of each, 1 with each weapon type. So let's start a new round of combat here. Same thing, just roll. You guys can all roll, and then take the higher one.
Okay.
PDF troopers have a 2. Need initiative from Head Hacka and Loktar.
Here we go.
I am not in a hurry tonight.
Nope.
Oof, this is rough.
Okay, Loktar, you're with Peppa, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys both have 2, so it doesn't matter.
Can we use
Okay.
a glory on this roll?
Yes.
Yeah, gotta do that.
Okay, go for it.
Hey,
Oh, brings it up to a
3.
3. Nice.
There we go.
Well, this week the glory is coming through for you guys. That's 3 6s tonight.
Yeah, baby.
It's
Much
redeeming itself.
Okay.
I felt that the last session.
Peppa,
hmm
Oh.
your group is up first.
I'm gonna try to ram one of the Venators.
Jeez, here we go. You guys are being chased. They're
they're behind
you
us?
right now. Yeah.
Okay.
They're behind you. I'll put the boys on here just in case we need their initiative too for any reason.
Can I make a pilot check to give us a higher defense if they're gonna try to shoot at us?
Yes.
Cool.
You get +1 for every shift.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the defense of this thing is 4. Whatever it is in the stats, that's what it is.
Okay, so +1 shift.
Oh, nice. And a complication, even better.
So does this count as a new scene?
Yes.
So then it's still reliable. Right.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So
Makes sense. We've gone from the airstrike to the chase level, so
yeah. So we're DN4 normally, so we're DN6 now.
correct. Yes. So your
All
defense
right.
6.
That's my turn.
Okay. Other orc passenger, whoever you may be.
Could be a Loktar, the boss.
Loktar, you're up. What would you like to do?
So, like,
Is there anything to fire at?
Yeah, you guys are being chased by 4 of these things right now.
Oh, okay.
They're at long range, so we'll do the same thing. We'll just do range brackets here. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot
they're-
one of the.
Fully loaded with troopers as well.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot one of the ones with heavy weapons on it.
Okay, go for it. Defense 4.
Okay, I think it's targeted.
Also, they are large, so you get +2. Where's the chart?
I think you do have it targeted, Eric. It's got a little dot on my screen.
Hold on, let me. Large is +1.
This
hit.
one.
+1.
Yeah,
Okay.
+1 die.
Oh, but I think it already added the +1.
Did it? Really?
Oh no.
Did it add the +1?
I think it adds
Really?
+1 where we are now because it defaults to short range if you don't select that.
Oh,
Oh, that's probably
Okay.
why.
okay. Because it already had +1 for.
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay. Well, it came out the same either way. That's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna use a glory.
Yes.
Oh no.
All right. Missed. Well,
Does-
technically-
Does
That's
does throwing a grot through a window count as forcing one to do my bidding?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my last wrath.
Okay. I was going to say, technically you guys are at long range right now, so they would be +2 DN. So we're going to do the same thing with range brackets here, with the spaces. So they would be defense 6 right now. Oh.
Well, the las cannon is also reliable, so.
Oh, okay.
Imperium-made weapons are actually
This
really legit.
Game is bullshit. Bullshit, Duralius.
Hey, it's not my fault. These are just the rules that we play by. Fall damage is your thing. Reliable is ours.
I heard the lobster bisque tastes like shit. Okay, it's reliable, so you can ignore that. You only have 4 successes, though. You need 6.
Damn.
So nothing there. The shot misses. Woo! Scorcha. Oh, we got a cat. Come here, Jonesy. Wrong game.
So, in terms of like them following us, is it a formation of like there's like 2 and 2, sort of?
No, it's like street race right now.
Oh, okay. Well, because I was thinking of whatever the lead car, whichever one I'd target that one.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Okay. So would it be?
They're both. It'd be one of the faster ones. They're both defense 4, so their defense is the same.
Okay.
It would be defense 6 because they're at long range right now.
Gotcha. Okay. Well. Yeah, you know what? We'll go for one of the little guys.
Okay.
So I'll go for that one right there.
So +2 DN, but +1 because it's large. But I might have given you +1 because of range, but disregard range. What's up, cat?
You can manually switch range at the bottom of the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
This is better. 5 successes.
Does it says this gets a wrath? The Tauros, is that correct?
No, it's just 'cause it's a character sheet.
Oh, okay. Then I'll have to throw glory at it. Yeah, baby.
Okay, that is. Are you injured?
I am.
Then it's DN7.
Oh, you. All right.
Close.
Womp womp.
Another miss. Head Hacka, would you like to do anything?
Yeah, sure. I'll keep the vehicle steady and then just turn around and fire the custom Mega Blast out at whatever kind of the closest vehicle is.
You can't fire the custom Mega Blast, it's a 2-handed weapon. There's no way you can fire it and drive.
Oh my gosh. That probably makes sense.
The cat is destroying the DN screen right now. What are you doing?
What if I had my Grot Buddy drive and then I fired the custom?
Oh, okay. Absolutely. Yes. Hold on, I forgot to put him on the board. Where is he? Brapgob, take the wheel. Yeah, look at that.
Oh my gosh, does he have any agility? He does. Okay. This might not be a disaster.
Push up the seat, boss. I can't reach the pedals.
Oh boy.
Okay, you may shoot.
Oh wait, I have something that'll help this, because I still have that Grot on my back. So
Yeah.
I'll kill him really quick and then shove his corpse underneath Brapgob so he can be boosted up like a booster seed.
Well, you already
Well,
took
you
your
want to
turn.
do the pedals.
So yeah, he'll scamper down and he'll operate the pedals while Brapgob steers.
You
Even
can,
better.
as a free action, just tell the
Yeah.
Grot to do that.
Free action and
Oh.
kill the Grot.
Yeah.
No, I think it's funnier that he scampers down and he's
Oh,
doing
gosh.
it's a Gremlins movie.
I'll make that a
Uh,
custom talent.
Yeah.
On a free action, you can kill a Grot.
As an orc, I think that's fair.
Okay. All right. Well, Brapgob's just gonna keep it steady then. So he's not gonna do anything fancy. So you can shoot. So Head Hacka, you may shoot.
So cool.
So again, they're DN6 because of range. And I think I'm going to add another +1 DN because you're trying to stand in a moving vehicle that's going really fast and shooting at another moving vehicle that's also going very fast. So base DN 7.
this?
Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm injured again. Never mind. I was like, I thought I fixed that injury. That was true until I got hit by a spaceship.
Yeah, we kind of got hit by a spaceship. Whoa.
Oh, beans.
Headhacka, did you count your resilience when you took that hit from the explosion?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it was
Just making
like
sure.
15, right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, you only have 8 wounds. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So it was 6 wounds, plus the 1 wound for the 1 mortal wound
Gotcha.
for 7.
Okay. Yeah. It's like, man, your health bar's really empty there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm 1 HP away from going
Alright.
down again.
Oh boy.
We've got a complication.
I guess since normally Brap would handle that, but since he's driving the car, I imagine that doesn't help.
I was gonna say the same thing. I think that's fair. He's a little busy.
I think that means it explodes on me because it's a fucking
Yeah.
plasma weapon.
Oh my god, this is too funny. Do you have any wrath left?
I do have wrath left.
I mean, you want to wrath it up before you die? I mean, die?
Hold on,
The
going
whole
down.
everyone in the car is about to get killed.
because it is
Yeah.
mortal wounds
Oh.
for me. It just, but I can still hit. Is that true?
Yeah, because complications are separate from whether or not you pass or fail the test.
Okay, it's not
And-
like a plasma miss in old time.
Correct. And if you remember, when you do a wrath reroll, you can't reroll complications normally, so it'll keep the complication. It'll just reroll everything else.
I mean, not
Only
really.
3 more successes.
It's a blast weapon. Like it scatters, right? So I still have a chance to just blow them up anyway. Like it doesn't just disappear. Wait,
It's
how
true.
hard does it scatter? Yeah, whatever.
I mean, if it scatters into one, they're close enough where it'll hit them. But yeah, the reason I'm making it DN7 is because, you know, you're moving so fast, you're shooting, it's a speed chase. Like, it's
throw
hard to
a
just pick a spot and be like, oh, I'll shoot
it
that
off.
spot on the ground. Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh my
Right.
god, terrible! Not a single one, listeners. Oh.
Wow.
2, 4, 6, 7 dice re-rolled, and all of them came up as 3s or less. Gross.
Woof.
Okay, so what happens on a complication, Headhacka?
So for blast, I get with supercharge 1d6 mortal wounds. I'm down,
Okay.
and roll on that table. I guess does the normal complication also happen?
What do the rules say for supercharge? I guess that's what we need to look at here. Yeah, it's addition. So you roll complication and you take the mortal wounds.
Boy. Dropped.
Dropped item. Oh no.
Oh man.
Headhacka.
Fuck no.
Your gun explodes without Brapkop to keep your weapon stocked. It explodes in your hands. You fall. The gun falls. And I need you to make a... whatever that test is. Memorable injury test.
What's that?
Don't roll 4, because you've already gotten that twice. That'll be an automatic traumatic injury.
Is that one of the tables?
It should be.
Oh, there it is. This is a folder. It's just weird that the core and the other one are together. 5. It's a twitch.
Do you have that one yet?
I do not.
Oh, you do now.
Gotta catch them all.
All right. I'll assume you fall back into the car and not out of it. However, your gun falls out of your hands, out of the car, and probably never to be seen again.
Hurt.
Okay, their turn. The two fast ones are going to put the pedal to the metal and try to catch up to you guys. I need both pilots to please give me opposed piloting rolls.
Oh, I guess I can roll for Brett.
All right, so this is against. I'll roll twice here. The first one will be against Peppa.
Oh.
Peppa with 9 successes. Are you happy with that?
I'd like to go higher, but I'll use a glory.
Oh yeah, every
Oh.
dice is success there. Look at that. Okay. All right, Peppa. You succeed. They are trying to catch up to you. However, they are only able to just get a little bit closer to you guys and not close any major distance. They are in the faster vehicles too, so they're naturally faster than you guys, but you're doing a great job of somehow outmaneuvering them and just keeping a little bit ahead of them. I need Brapgob. Did he make a piloting roll? Oh no, complicated.
Brilliant.
Sheesh.
Oh, roll the complication, poor guy.
I don't suppose he has his own pool. That would be pretty intense. All right.
I think he would use yours. Past problems. You're distracted. Okay, I'm gonna give him +1 on his DN for the rest of the scene, as he's panicking because he sees his master go down and the gun, which he knows you love, falls out of the car, and he knows you're gonna be pissed if you get up. And you got 1 success. They have more than that, so they manage to close the distance. And it looks like they're trying to pull between you guys or alongside you, but they've caught up, and they're going to start opening fire. You see, this one has let me roll to see what they've got for their weapon. This one's got a heavy flamer mounted on it.
Oh shit.
Kind of crazy, but that's what they're going to use. Oh, these are open top too. This is all sorts of craziness. Okay, hold on. I gotta look at some special rules here for.
I was gonna say, speaking of open top, did the scattered explosion hit anybody?
Roll me a d6, please.
No, bots.
No, a 1 would be back
Kinda-
towards you,
yeah.
but you're outrunning your own shot, so it lands somewhere between you and them.
Ah, nuts.
Okay, called shots. Okay, so if a vehicle's hit by a weapon with the blast or flamer trait, its occupants are also targets of the attack, even if they're out of line of sight, unless the vehicle has the sealed trait and its hatches and ports are closed. Resolve this using your defense, resilience, and other stats as normal. Okay. Well, the heavy flamer is going to hit everybody in your vehicle here, and they're coming for yours, Scorcha and Head Hacka. So, yeah, I guess they would kind of probably be splitting 1 and 1 in squads, so to speak. Do this. Okay. Yeah, so they're gonna open fire here with the heavy flamer. Just checking the rules here, blah blah blah. I just rolled a hit, right, Kyle, with a flamethrower?
Yes.
Go from there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put DN 6 because your vehicle's defense is up to 6 right now, right?
Correct.
Or was that just Loktar's vehicle?
No, we got a bit of a boo boo, right?
We took 2 damage from the starship crash, but we don't have any defense.
Oh, that's right. No, Peppa took the action, so you guys are still defense 4 on your vehicle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, the anticipate. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Sorry. Oops, sorry. I should have made that public. They have 5 successes. So they hit. Is anybody higher than defense 5? I highly doubt it.
You tie Brepgob, he's 5.
Oh. All right.
Oh, fuck.
It's equal defense, right, to hit?
Probably.
I believe so, yeah.
That really doesn't ever come into play because it's just like, yeah, I either hit or I miss. Let's double check here. Equal or exceed, you hit. Okay.
Can he do full defense?
Um,
He'll die from the heavy flavor for sure.
he's driving.
Dive under a seat.
I mean,
Just
he could, but
pedal.
he's not going to be driving.
That's fine.
If you think that's what he would do, then absolutely.
Rather than be caught on fire, I think so. Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, it sucks for us, but what is the roll? What are we doing? Initiative? That's an initiative roll or something, right?
What is it, Sean? You know this rule, the take cover rule, or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, it is it's initiative roll. So his defense automatically goes up by 1, so now it's 6.
Okay, so then he'll be fine.
Perfect.
Just
6
roll to see it's a
minimum,
complication.
Oh, okay. Give me a break here. Can I shift then?
Yes.
Shift for glory.
Well,
I mean, it's not like a.
yeah, I see what you're saying. What's the DN of that test, Sean? The dodge test.
It's no DN. It's just
you
it's
roll.
just to see what you get to increase your defense.
Gotcha. Yes, you can shift for glory. Sure. Okay. So somehow Brapgob does not get hit by the flamethrower. He takes such good cover under the seat. Unfortunately, everybody else is hit. Roll the complication, please. Or, oh no, technology malfunctions. Okay. And the damage on the attack, 14 damage AP1 to everybody in the vehicle, including the vehicle itself.
Now, when you say everybody,
I mean everybody except Brapgob because he dodged.
okay, cool. Am I
Yep.
just incinerated or whatever?
We're about to find out. So first of all, the Gretchen that's in there, your grot there, Scorcha, he is, pun intended, toast.
Sorry, little guy.
Yeah, defense 2, 3 wounds, he dead.
You know,
Happens to the best of us, bro.
I was gonna throw him.
Okay,
Yeah.
Brapgob dodges. He's fine. Your vehicle is hit, though, and it's going to take 14 AP1, as will you, Scorcha.
So that's 11 resilience down to 10. 4
It's got,
real
it's got
damage.
14. You got to remember, look at the notes, because
Oh,
these aren't vehicle character sheets. So
Oh, sorry. So
the
that's
vehicle is resilience 14. The only thing the character sheet's good for is the wounds.
Okay, so it's just one then. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
14,
resilience 14. Yep. However, it is on fire, which is pretty cool, but it's not great. And then you being hit. Okay. So you're dying because you're at 0 wounds, which means you're prone. You can't stand up. Whenever you take any amount of damage that would cause you to suffer a wound while dying, you suffer a traumatic injury instead. So does that hit? Is that enough to do a point of damage to you? At least one?
For me, yeah.
Wait, how much was it? Is like the 14?
14 AP1.
Yeah,
I
for
didn't
sure.
roll determination.
Oh yeah, I should have done that earlier.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Okay, go for it. Probably a good idea. Yep, that's 5.
Okay, so well, if I only needed 4 of those, do I still have to do 5 back?
No, it's the max. If it zeroes out the damage, it's just the max.
Okay, so then I've just shrugged that off. But I am on fire.
That is true. Give yourselves the fire condition. Scorcha, you're on fire. Your vehicle's on fire. Rapgob's not on fire, at least. There's
Yeah,
no
that's
fire.
good.
There's no fire token for this. What the fuck? Oh, come on, game. I can give a bleeding condition, but not a fire token. Dumb.
Okay. So that is all of my determination, and my resilience is 9. So that is 14. Absorbing all of the damage, and not taking a traumatic condition, just taking all of my shock.
Is that including the AP1?
Oh, shit balls.
Sorry, bro. Okay, so now you're exhausted. You're on fire. You're prone. And you get a traumatic injury.
Alrighty.
So be sure you mark all those off on your token and then roll the traumatic injury.
No.
Bump, 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 bump. This one.
That's staggered.
We'll get there.
But
What do we got? Foot. Severe foot injury. Roll stuff.
You suffer a severe foot injury. Roll to see which foot is damaged.
It's
Okay.
6. Your right foot.
Okay. Mark that off somewhere. Now, the main thing that you have to worry about here is if you suffer more traumatic injuries than your tier +1, that is what will kill you. And since you are on fire, that is probably a very real possibility right now. Oh boy. The other Tauros has a grenade launcher and is going to try to hit you guys, Sean.
Nice.
You are currently defense 6, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And they would be at medium range right now. There's no bonus for medium, or no negative for medium range, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. Defense 6, here we go. That is 6 successes. They hit. Doing 16 damage, AP2 with the blast trait, meaning it's going to hit both of you as well.
Ooh. God damn. Okay.
Now, you could, driver, you can use the take cover action to try to take cover basically with the car and do like an evasive maneuver, which would probably be helpful here because if you pass, then it'll miss you completely.
Okay. So what do I do for that?
I believe it's the same thing. Let me check here. You make a DN3 piloting test, and if you pass, you gain +1 defense, +1 for each shift.
Okay.
A complication, but you do score a ton of successes.
I get a shift, so we get +2, so we're at DN8.
Okay. Nicely done.
Physical mishap.
Okay, you jerk the wheel to the side so hard that you clunk your head on the roll cage bar as you guys are just trying to swerve and not get hit. So you'll take a mortal wound from that, but otherwise you're okay. And the explosion does not hit the vehicle or you or Loktar.
Phew.
Unfortunately, the Venators still have to go.
Oh boy.
They are going to try to catch up to you guys as well. I'll need another opposed piloting test, please, from each of you. So against Loktar's vehicle. Oh, I guess this supposed to be hidden. No. Baller rolls as usual. 5 against 6, and they have a critical.
Sheesh.
Oh my gosh. Gob.
Okay, so they have.
Papa Rosa, Papa use a glory.
Oh, yeah, good point, good point. Glory, glory, glory.
Wait.
Oh, so 6 for 6. It was gonna be a 6.
Okay, so they don't make any distance on you. The other one, though, let's roll for that one. Only 2 successes. Okay, Brapgob does get the wheel back under control. However, he has another complication. Well, we had a mechanical complication earlier, didn't we? Okay. Oh, 2 machine spirits. All right. One of the wheels blows out, causing your vehicle to slow down a little bit. And, yeah, it's not looking great right now. However, they don't catch up. So they're just going to stay at long range and open fire on you guys. Let me see what weapons they have. Okay, this one's got a multi-laser, and the other one has a las cannon. All right, las cannon against you, Loktar.
If they're far away, then they're at DN 10.
Yes, lots of DN.
Oof.
Oh, they score a critical, though. Do the criticals still happen?
Not if they miss, right?
I don't know. Well, because complications are separate from whether you miss or hit. So my assumption would be criticals are as well, but I don't know for sure. Wrath?
Well,
Glory?
I guess it's different for us because we just get glory or whatever.
We get the
right?
button to. We get
You
the
get- you
clickable,
get
whatever.
Because I didn't have anything targeted. That's why it's not giving me like
Mm.
roll a critical. These effects always trigger regardless of whether you succeed or fail the test. Okay.
Shit.
I'm gonna spend a point of ruin to re-roll these, cause yeah, it hits
Oh.
with a lot of successes.
Damn.
All right, and we have a critical. So you guys are taking 18 damage. Oh wait, no, it's more. Gotta roll ED. 19 damage, AP3. It's reliable, by the way, Sean.
Yeah, you didn't really rumble, so we couldn't see, but I would have helped you out if you did, Brett.
So, AP3, so its resilience is now 8, and it's doing 19 damage. It has
Remember,
2
check your notes tab. Don't look at the character sheet.
Right. Resilience 14, so it's now 11. So it's still doing 8 wounds. It has 4 wounds left.
Noise. The wounds you can
Noise.
actually keep track of on the character
Yeah.
sheet.
Yeah.
And a critical hit. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, spaghetti.
Where's the critical hit table? All right, here we go.
D66. Get that 66, Chris.
41. Fuel leak. The vehicle will run out of fuel in 1 hour. If this result occurs a second time, the vehicle is out of fuel immediately and is immobilized. The leak persists until it is repaired. If the vehicle is on fire or exposed to any source of flame, a minor explosion occurs.
Oh.
Good thing you're not the one on fire.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Rocked by a las cannon.
Oh, yeah.
And then what does this one have? A multi-laser? Yes, the multi-laser shooting at the other one. The one that's on fire. So it's DN 6 and +2 because they're at long range. So DN 8. I think that's everything. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
8. Well, you guys are taking 17 damage, no AP to your vehicle. Shouldn't be too bad.
Are we looking head hacker?
Well, for the boat itself, without AP, that means it's 5 damage.
That's
So
3.
and
Your resilience is 14.
14? Wait, what did you say?
We gotta look at the notes, yeah.
17.
Right? 17 minus 14? 3? I think I can do that math, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Not
Okay.
that bad.
Okay, so we're only half out.
Okay.
All right.
6 out of 12.
Wow, what a round.
Woof.
What a round. Does the fire happen now or next turn, Head Hacka?
Oh, great question. I wish I could answer that.
I meant to ask Scorcha because he's the pyro here.
I believe it's at the end of the round, but
it says at the start of each of your turns.
oh, okay.
So
And what is that? I'm rarely on fire myself. I'm usually the one.
D3. You take D3 mortal wounds at the start of your turn. You may then use an action to throw yourself prone and attempt to extinguish by taking a DN3 athletics test, or you can spend a point of wrath if you have it. So, top of the turn, we'll finish it off here tonight with the next round. Peppa, your vehicle is being rocked by shots. However, you are keeping a good distance from these guys. You narrowly avoided the grenade. The regular Taros is catching up to you. The Venator, you're keeping distance from. However, you can smell the fuel, and when you look back, you can see the fuel leaking out of the back. Next to you, though, things are far worse. Their Tauros is on fire. Headhacka is down and on fire and has lost his gun. Scorcha is on fire but still standing. And you see the Grot that was with the... Well, you won't see him, but he's melted down by the pedals, leaving Brapgob to try to sort this out. And they've also gotten rocked by a couple shots, and the other Tauros has caught up to them, just behind them. What would you like to do?
Can we take like a sharp turn and try to just lose them?
Sure. Opposed piloting test, please. I'll have you roll against these other two.
Okay. 5 successes. We're gonna throw glory at that.
All right.
Nope, just 5.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
5 successes, and the Venator. Oh God,
my
a critical! So good at this game.
Well, boss, it's
You're
been
not losing nobody, buddy.
I guess.
So Loktar, Peppa, despite not being a speed freak, does a very good job of weaving and diving through these streets. But these guys obviously know what's up, and they are in their element like this, and they are giving you a run for their money. They don't gain on you guys, but they do. You do not lose either of them. However, at this point, you guys have split off from the other two. Loktar, you're up.
All right. I guess I'm gonna aim and shoot at one of them, at the one that just followed us. Which one is it?
These two are both still following you.
These two?
Probably the last cannon.
Yeah, the Venator's got the las cannon. The other one has the grenade launcher.
Okay, I'll shoot the last cannon.
Oh yeah, your vehicle's pretty jacked up too.
Yeah. DN6.
DN6, and they're at long range, so it's DN8 right now.
DN8.
Yeah, the other one will be DN6 if you shoot at it.
Oh, because the last cannon's further away.
I'm sorry. They're base DN4, so it's DN4, DN6. They didn't take evasive maneuvers this round.
Okay, so just 6 for the Venator?
Yes.
Okay. And then 1 for large target.
Large target, yep. Ew, no. 2 successes on 7 dice. Oh.
Yeah.
Got any more wrath in that tank?
No.
Oof, another shot goes wide. Scorcha! Your vehicle takes 2 points of damage, 2 mortal wounds from the fire.
Okay.
You take D3, and Headhacka, you take D3 unless you have a wrath to put it out.
I do not have a wrath to put it out.
Oh,
Does
no.
anybody else have a fucking... Can I get Brapgob to, like, slap my shit? Help me. Just put me out.
This poor guy's trying to drive the car, dodge the bullets, reload
Do a
your
multi-attack.
gun, put out the...
Yeah, that's... multitasking.
Remember,
That's
he's got
the
plus
OG.
1 DN from his critical failure earlier from his complications, so he can try.
Well,
basically,
whatever. I'm dead. It's fine. I'll just be dead.
You could have him put out the fire, but unless you want him to do something fancy with the car, that's all he's going to do other than drive it in a straight line.
I mean...
He's your character, so you tell me what he's going to do.
What are we gonna do?
I'd say that's a great idea, Head Hacker.
I would, yeah, just drive in a straight line and have him put me out.
Yeah,
Okay.
prop a stick in there and fucking beat the fire out.
Okay, so what is fire? Is it an athletics test normally?
I think so.
He's patting you out. Oh, what would that be? You can either do athletics, cunning, or survival or Medicaid. I'll let him do any of those if he has any of those skills. Well, he doesn't have to have skill, but he can use one of those four.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, they're all really terrible.
Those are all the things that don't work. He's mostly just initiative and agility.
No.
Oh no.
What do you, wait, hold on. Let me just take a quick look through things and see if I can bullshit or something. No, doesn't look like it.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm rolling 2 dice on something. What was that list again?
Cunning, athletics, Medicaid, or survival.
Alright, cool. Yeah, there we go. Two dice. Neato. Please, Brad, help me. Oh, that's something.
He's got 2.
That's 2. I'm taking a
Glory.
glory. Wait, not this.
Come on,
Just-
Brack out.
Come on, please. No.
Oh, you fucking.
Okay, he's trying, but he's unsuccessful. You take D3 wounds and take another traumatic injury.
Boy.
Luckily, you're tier 2, so you gotta take 4 traumatic injuries before you die. Oh, your leg. Which
Oh.
leg?
Cool. 1 left.
Is it the same one from last time?
No, so it's right foot, left leg.
Oh shit.
Jesus.
Like an operation.
Oh my god. Okay, please keep track of that on your character sheet. Did you roll your D3 damage yet? What's your name? 6.
Fuck.
Scorcha. 3 wounds.
Son of a.
3 mortal wounds, I might add.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can give up your action to make the athletics test to try to put the fire out, which is DN3. Or if you have a point of wrath, you can put it out that way.
Sorry, you cut out. You said DN3.
DN3 for the athletics test.
Okay. I mean, I really don't have a choice here. I have to put this fire out, or I'm gonna die.
All right.
So DN3. Oh, I'm fucking injured, so it's DN4. Son of a bitch.
All fun and games until they shoot back. 2 successes.
Bro, glory, bro.
One glory.
It's 6.
Come on, 6.
Oh, so close.
So close.
I saw it. It's not enough, though. Okay, well, you're up, Scorcha. You can take an action. Like a real action.
Okay. I'll shoot at the Tauros that's closest.
Okay, you'll get it's DN4 and it's +2 because it's short range and it's a large target. Short range is +1, right, Sean?
Short range is, I think, +2.
Oh, then take +3.
I mean, it'll just tell you when you do the attack. There's a thing at the bottom that says short range. It'll just
That's true.
it'll just give it to you. So
Why would range be on the GM screen?
who knows?
The rarities for ammunition on the GM screen, but not range modifiers.
Odd, but sometimes.
Live your life.
Yeah, live life, me.
Alright, you said DN4?
Yes,
Okay, here we go.
I believe in you.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. Wow.
3 successes, folks, on 10 dice.
Throw another
Point
fucking.
blank range.
So blurry in there.
Oh
Use
my
the
god.
glory. Please hit.
The
Oh,
beginning was going so
no.
well, and then it all went to shit.
Somehow you miss. Oh boy. Okay, this might be the last turn for Head Hecka and Scorcha here. Okay.
Peppa and Loktar seem to follow.
Yeah. Oh boy. Where do we start? I guess we'll just go left to right here. Okay. This Tauros is going to try to catch up to you. Give me another piloting test, Peppa. They're trying to catch up. 3 successes versus lots.
7.
Okay. They do not catch up. As a matter of fact, we'll put them back at long range.
Nice.
And the other one will try as well. Just keep the same roll.
Sick.
They obviously have pilot and co-pilot. Okay. 3 versus 7? I'm going to say they're falling pretty far behind, too. Let me move this guy over here. I don't even know if you can shoot near that far away.
You cannot shoot if you're past long range.
Well, then he's out of range. Last cannon shot comes arcing down the street at you, hitting a building nearby, but nowhere close to you guys. If you can do that one more time, then I'll say you've lost those guys.
Nice.
Because that's pretty far behind. The other one will shoot, though, with the grenade launcher.
No.
So you are DN4 plus 2 for long range. Do you want to do an evasive move?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Whoa!
10 successes and a shift. No, 3 shifts.
3 shifts. Holy shift.
So we are now DN 8 plus 210.
Damn. Okay. Here it comes.
Watch him get 11.
8. We're gonna spend some
A ruin.
ruin.
Yeah.
Only got 2 dice to reroll here, though. Oh, 9. The blast lands shortly behind you, rocking. You can feel the explosion rock the boat a little bit, but you're okay. You are unhit.
I feel like Peppa's clan is changing from bad moons to speed freaks.
It is. It really is. This is your moment.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, on the other side of the track, this Tauros is gonna try to. Well, they're right on top of you guys. I don't think they're gonna do anything other than shoot. Again with the heavy flamer. You guys are DN4. If you want, you can do an evasive move with Brapgop if you want to take a piloting test there. Head Hecka.
Oh, sure.
Try to
Might
boost
as well
the
give it a
defense.
shot.
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, nice. So that's 1 plus 2 shifts. So that is a total. So your defense 4, 5, 6, 7.
You know what? We should throw a glory at it and see if you can get another shift.
They might as well.
That'll work sometime.
If Head Hecka dies, Brapgop could just be a character.
I mean, that's literally what I've been thinking. This
That would
whole
be
time.
amazing. If that happens, we can totally make him a real character and give him like stats and shit.
I would protect him with my life.
Oh, that would be awesome. He'll be the mascot. He's the Makari of the group. So, what was it? Defense 7 now, right? That's impressive.
Of the
Yep. 4 plus 3, 7.
sure.
No hit, but there is a critical.
Damn.
We've got 3 ruin left. You know what we're doing.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
7 successes. Oh. 15 damage, AP1. And a critical as well. Brutal rupture. And then for the vehicle, 40. 5. Fire. The vehicle becomes on fire.
That.
The vehicle. Oh wait, it's not like. Okay, the rest of this doesn't matter because you're not a sealed vehicle, and/or everyone else is already on fire, so that doesn't matter. Okay, boys. Head hack, roll us another traumatic injury.
How much? What was it over here?
15 damage, AP 1.
No, I mean like. You say tier +1?
You have to suffer more traumatic injuries than tier +1.
More than tier +1.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you guys are tier 2 +1, that's 3. This is your third one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Please roll.
Alrighty.
You suffer a severe hand injury and can no longer use that hand.
That's a left hand.
Left hand, left foot, and right leg. Is that what we got so far?
Yep.
Sheesh.
Scorching.
Yeah, basically.
I gotta
I'm
roll. I'm rolling determination to see if I can bust
Okay.
it off. Well,
How much shock do you have left? Because you can
I
only
got-
you can only use as much shock as you actually
no,
have.
yeah, I know. I have 2 left, so
Okay.
that puts me at exhausted, and then that is just enough to put me at exactly my wounds.
So you're at 0.
Yes.
Okay, please roll a minor injury. Or I'm sorry, memorable injury.
Do I do that in the combat tab?
There's a table. Where's it?
Oh.
Go to the rollable tables and open the folder, the core rulebook folder. It's in there. Memorable injuries.
Memorable injuries. Okay. And just roll.
Yep. I think it's just a D6. Okay. Do you have the Twitch memorable injury yet?
I do not. I do
Okay,
now.
So add that. Yeah, you've got a bunch. So add that one.
Okay.
Man, head hacka, you are fucked up. And Brap Gob, does he get hit by that as well?
What was the thing
It was
here?
7. I rolled 7 successes.
Oh my god. I think he's just down. Because yeah, his resilience is nothing.
Well, he can
Unless
he can do the
dives.
dodge, like he did last time.
Sure, why not?
Let go of the wheel again.
Oh, I mean,
What is it? Is it an
otherwise
agility
he
test,
died.
Sean, for the dodge?
Initiative.
Initiative. Oh, he's got 6 initiative.
He does have a lot of that, at least.
He
Woof.
he did no. He passes,
That is
and he has a shift
roll.
that gives him 7. Use a glory. Can he get the 6? Can Brapgob be the hero we deserve?
Yeah, wait. What are we rolling against here? He's at.
He's at 7. I rolled 7.
You need 4, 5, or 6 on a glory, bruh.
His defense is 5. So he has.
Yeah, so passing the test gives you +1, and every shift gives you an additional +1. So now
Oh,
you're
wait.
at 7.
It's different if it's not like a blast weapon. Whatever. I'll throw a number in. Sure.
So you need to get a 6 to shift in order to get another +1.
I think. Oh yeah.
Right? I'm doing that right, correct?
Yeah. Because you need a shift, not a success.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the 1 automatically. And then that's however many shifts it is. Alright, sure. Why not?
All right. I will, because we're at the end of the turn here, the end of the night. if you'd like, you can use the rest of your glory to try to save him. You guys have 3 left.
Go for it. Throw 3 dice.
Huzzah.
Nope.
1,
So we have a
2,
1, a 2,
Oh.
a 4. One more.
3.
Oh, I saw the 6. No. Stupid dice. Well, Brapgob is taking 15 AP1 damage.
Rip.
Well, he's dead.
Oh,
And perhaps incinerated because
oh
his
yeah.
resilience is 4, and that's why his.
Oh, so he's annihilated. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, the hero we didn't deserve goes up in flames, screaming in pain as the whole thing is doused in fire. Did you take damage on the vehicle as well?
Oh fuck.
15 AP1. It'll be
That's-
2 more damage.
Yeah. Okay.
I bring it up to 8.
Everybody's on fire. Well, a rough night for the boys. Things started off really well, but yeah, this high-speed chase is not as great as the motorcycle race was. Well, you'll have to tune in next week, listeners, to see. Man, we might have 2 total party wipes at this rate. Who knows? Yeah. I mean, no spoilers for our Warhammer campaign patrons, but wow, exciting. Well, that's all we've got for you tonight, listeners. I hope you've enjoyed this madness. Tune in next week to see what fate befalls the rest of our team here, and if Loktar and Peppa can somehow save the day. We will see you next time, same place. Happy New Year's, and nighty-night.